Hello. Hello. How is everyone doing on this beautiful Saturday morning? Hope everyone's having a good day. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. It is super early. It is super duper early. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. How's everyone doing? If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. Guys, send your daily heart. It's only one coin. It'll boost a lot and help push us out to the FYP. Also, I have the little gift goal. It's the pink heart puffs. Can we knock those out? Can we knock out the pink heart puffs, please? Please and thank you. I think that we're all good. Let me just check one other thing here. All right, we're good. Guys, send your daily heart me. Knock out the gift goal. I'm gonna keep resetting it. It's the little pink heart puffs. Let's get active.
You stepped in the box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing. Mike hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts tight, lies get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats who get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim on your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right, or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat. You talk slick, but you ain't got source. Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force. I'm the test, the trap, the trip, the call. You slip once, I'm snatching it all. Yeah. Step in if you dare. You dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. No. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna?
Sparring with Santana.
Step in if you dare. You dare. Hit hard like a punch like in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Yeah. This ain't a safe place.
Nope.
This a flame space. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana.
Hey. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 8,000 likes. Once we get the likes up to 8,000 likes, we will open up the panel. If you are interested in coming up and having a quick conversation with me, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. I just have a simple question for you. I just need to understand, because you know what, you guys got it, right? Trump supporters, you guys got it. You know how the world works. You guys are winners, right? I just need to know, where's the line? And let's be perfectly clear. If there's no line, then you guys can just tell me there's no line, right? I'm good with accepting that. I just need to know the truth. I'm going to go ahead and get my backup up. And again, guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only. Request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. We're not looking to talk to friendlies. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things, right? Keep tapping the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things. Again, I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1 cent goal. Right now, they're the chili peppers. Knock those out a couple of times and it'll help push us out to the FYP. But again, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box because we are only looking to talk to Trump supporters. Fooly, are you
I
a
was
Trump
just listening to you talk about how you don't want friendlies. Please don't kick me in like 10 seconds. But I just wanted to say the line.
Not 10 seconds. I'll kick you less than 10 seconds. I appreciate you. Listen, guys, we are only looking to talk to Trump supporters. I appreciate you guys coming up. Late nights. Late nights is where we talk to friendlies. Late nights is where people get an opportunity to share their thoughts and opinions. Like that's where we are. But this is Sparring with Santana. We're only looking for some debates. I appreciate you, Fooly. Like I feel like I knew where you were going with that. I feel like, listen, we're locked in. You and I, we're good. You're a good friend. But listen, if we get friendlies up here and that slows down the pace, also having too many friendlies here, it scares Trump supporters. We all know that most of MAGA, they're like deers in headlights, right? They're frightened. They're little baby deer, right? They're like Bambi. They're frail. They're fragile. They're easily scarable. And so when too many friendlies join the panel, MAGA, they skedaddle, right? We don't want Trump supporters to skedaddle. We know that they're easily scared. They're so frightened about the world. Listen, we understand that Trump supporters, they're terrified of the world because they don't know how the world works. So with that being said, we got to be careful. Let's see here. No one is scared. Oh, really? Hey, Robert, guess what? First and foremost, you're getting muted because you don't get to yip yap in the chat. And also, Robert, I'm sending you a request. Get in the box. If you're not scared, request up. Like literally, the thing is that Trump supporters, oh, we aren't scared. Sure, Katie. Hey, Katie, guess what? You're muted too as well, bud. You're muted too. If you're not scared, get in the box. You guys are all terrified. That you know that's not true. You literally know that's not true. If you weren't, you would be in the request. Michael, are you a Trump supporter?
Hi, Santana. How you doing? Good morning.
Good. So, good morning.
Fine, thank you.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Let's have a decent conversation,
Sure,
debate.
but are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to verify that. We can definitely get into that. All right. Real quick, Mike.
Hello, can you hear me?
Sorry, 1 second. Michael, question for you.
First of all, before we get started, I'm Mexican and I voted for Trump. Okay. You're breaking up. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Hold on 1 second. Just 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. I am sorry. I apologize. I kept getting a call. We should be good now.
I'm not sure.
All right, guys. All right. Michael, I know you were telling me about you, but really quick, before you tell me about you, do you know who I am?
Yes, I've talked to you before, Santana.
You have? Okay.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Did you bring, oh, no, that was somebody else. Didn't you bring your dad up one time?
No.
Or was that someone else? Okay. So I talked, I'm sorry?
I said, my dad's dead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that.
No, it's okay. It's been, what, 26 years now? Well, so it's been a while. Anyway, listen, so if you've spoken with me, then perfect. So you know who I am, and I'm sure you know what this is, but give me 1 second before you and I get too far in it. Let me give everyone else a proper introduction to who I am and what this is, right?
I know who you are.
Yeah, but everybody else needs to know. Just hold tight, just a half second.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Guys, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking to talk to Trump supporters. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Also, I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1 cent goals. If we can knock those out a couple of times, it'll help push us out to the FYP. Also, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It'll help boost the live. Last but not least, if you like to do so, you can send a donation, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. Just like Michael sent a $20 donation saying, for doing all the wonderful things, always invested in your conversations. Michael, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You're absolutely too kind. If you're over on the YouTubes, what up YouTube? What up Twitch? And you would like to support the live, you can do so with a super chat and I will read that out. All right, Michael. So you said that you are a Mexican American. You voted for Trump and we're going to have a civil conversation. Cool. Tell me what else.
Well, are you done with all your promotions and everything?
I am. That was it's an intro. It's a thing. All right. It's a brand. I got to make sure that I get these off and explain to people what this is and all this other good stuff.
Oh,
anyway, you don't have to worry about that again. Anyway, tell me more about why you support Trump.
Well, first of all,
or better yet, where's the line? Because I need to know that.
Okay, first of all, he's bringing peace to the Middle East. He has Hamas on board to begin peace talks. Now, you don't mention that because you don't want to mention it because Trump is doing some good and some bad. Now, are you going to drop me because I'm talking right now? Because normally when I talk, they drop me. So can I speak or are you going to drop me? I don't know how this works here.
Have you been dropped or cut off yet?
Not from this live, no.
Okay, then the floor is yours. Keep going. I mean, if you're done talking, I'll jump in, but I'm trying to give you the floor to get your point across before I say anything.
I would like to say something, what happened across America, but you can't talk about it. I mean, can we talk about CK or not?
I don't give a fuck. Almost curse. I don't care about Charlie Kirk. I mean, if you want to talk about him, fine. But just a couple of things, like be mindful of TikTok friendly language, right? Be mindful of like certain words that you use. Because you can't say certain things, but I mean, I don't care. You can talk about that. But before you pivot to Charlie Kirk, I do want to talk about the Middle East, what you said. So are you okay? All right, cool. So as far as Donald Trump bringing peace to the Middle East, no, okay. He's literally not. Now, what I will say is that.
Can I continue? I mean, you didn't let me speak.
Well, you literally started rambling about getting dropped and speaking, and then you wanted to pivot to Charlie Kirk. Again, if you're not done with your point about the Middle East, then go ahead and finish it. But like, don't pivot and then just let me know, like you have the floor, so you don't have to ask me.
Okay. So do you put a timer on or how do I know how much time I have?
Bro, just talk.
Okay, so let me talk. Listen, forget Charlie Kirk because I mentioned him and everybody says they go ballistic. So I believe Charlie Kirk can't be compared to other people that
I don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. If we're going to talk about him, that's fine, but make a decision. Are we talking about the Middle East? Are we talking about Charlie Kirk? I'll talk about either one, but like if you're done with your point about the Middle East, I have something to say about that, and then we can move on to Charlie Kirk. I don't care what it is. I just want you to finish the point that you were making about the Middle East so I can respond, and then we can go on.
Okay, let's talk about the Middle East then, if that's what we want to do. So Trump, and you guys don't want to give him any accolades, Trump is now bringing Hamas to the table, Israel to the table. There's talks about Israel giving up 100 Palestinians and Hamas or Palestine releasing whatever hostages they have. Now, if I could continue, what's that noise? That cash noise or what's going on? So,
is this your first time on TikTok Live?
No, I've been up for 24 hours, but I have to speak right now. Okay.
Hey, all right, Michael. So you're going to keep hearing sounds. That's how TikTok works. As long as you don't hear sounds coming out of my mouth, you get to keep talking. Once you hear the sounds coming out of my mouth, that's when you stop talking. Easy.
Okay, so what's happened in the Middle East? What's happening with the G side, Gaza? Nobody wants that at all. So now Trump, which everybody has been disparaging for the past since 2015, is doing some good now. He's making progress, and you won't give him an inch. You're going to still continue to berate him by saying the government shutdown, misinformation, medicine. The government shutdown is a game. You know it's going to be up and running on Tuesday.
Don't move off the Middle East and start talking about something else. Just hold tight. So please finish your point before we move on.
Okay, back to the Middle East. He is making progress that we've been waiting for years. Now, you won't give him credit for what he's doing, even though it's a process. We don't know how it's going to go. But at the very least, be thankful that he's doing something. Okay, now you're going to say that it's no good, he's not doing anything. Go ahead and say all your, rebuttal, which is nonsense. Now, I don't understand. I know you have a lot of followers.
All right, that's enough. Now it's my turn to speak. Like you're rambling now, and you said all this other stuff. Cool. So the point that I'm trying to make wanted to make as far as the Middle East is Donald Trump. Yes, while we can agree that the G-side that's occurring in Gaza is something that should not be happening, quite frankly, Donald Trump has enabled the G-side. The reason why I say that is because prior to Joe Biden leaving office, there was a ceasefire agreement that was on the table, and Israel decided that they did not want to engage in ceasefire talks once Donald Trump won the election, because Donald Trump had been adamant about, quote unquote, finishing the job. He gave the floor to Hamas so they could, gave the floor to Israel to, quote unquote, finish the job with Hamas. And he has threatened Hamas at multiple points. Donald Trump has been a proponent of Israel as far as claiming the land that's on the Gaza Strip. He's even joked about, well, not even necessarily joke, but wanted to turn it into Trump Towers. He wanted to clear the Strip. Like he even talked about ethnically cleansing the Palestinians from Gaza. He said that he wanted to move them out and send them to other countries, and they couldn't come back. Like, so all of this stuff does not lend itself to peace in the Middle East. So one thing that I will say is that other countries now have started to put more pressure on not only Israel, but the United States, and saying, recognizing Palestine as a country and starting to pull support from Israel. And you see other countries voting to sanction and do all these other things towards Israel. I mean, like Bibi Netanyahu literally has international warrants out, and there are certain countries that he cannot go to because he will be arrested. But yet Donald Trump has continued to welcome him into the United States. So if you want to talk about, quote unquote, peace in the Middle East, no, it's not peace in the Middle East. Even though there is some type of movement, before Donald Trump took office, there was an actual ceasefire in place, and it was abandoned because of who was in office. You can't just say, oh, someone started a fire and I want to give him credit because he's kind of putting the fire out. It doesn't work that way.
I'm waiting for you guys to blame Donald Trump on the Hindenburg disaster, because you blame him.
Would you like to respond to what I just said? I don't care about the Hindenburg.
Yeah, I mean, you keep turning around. You're reading this off a teleprompter.
I'm literally not, bud. I'm literally going off the top of the dome, freestyling. I don't need a teleprompter to debate like Trump supporters. I'm sorry, but you guys aren't good at this. You guys talk from the fifis in your tum-tum. Like I could do this blindfolded. I could do this blindfolded backwards, taking a nap, and still beat you guys.
I went to Columbia University too. I'll just throw that out there. And I'm going to tell you something.
What does that have to do? What does that have to do with anything because you went to Columbia?
Because I'm ready to debate you.
You're really not.
You think so?
I know so. Listen, bro, I've drug you into the deep water and you can't swim. Like you're drowning right now. You're not ready for this.
Why don't you ask the other guy what he thinks? The guy below me. Ask him.
You know how I know you're not ready for this?
Why?
I got you. Don't worry.
Okay, I know. See, you want to dump. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's how I know you're not ready for this.
No, you want to dump me because I speak truth and I'm Hispanic and I voted for Trump, and you guys, I'm like a triple threat.
Listen, I have said nothing about your nationality. I don't care that you're Hispanic. And the fact that you voted for Trump shows that you actually don't know how the world works. Like none of this matters. Now, can you address what I said about Israel and all those things, and then we can move off of that point?
Do you support Israel? Yes or no?
No. Bibi Netanyahu is a war criminal. Israel is a terrorist state, and free Palestine until it's backwards.
So what do you want to do with the state of Israel? What would you suggest?
Dismantle it.
Where are the people going to go?
They can stay there, but there doesn't need to be an ethno state. And like the simple fact of the matter is, at the very least, there should be two states, right? There should be, the Palestinians should have access to their land, and it should be recognized as a state. And Israel should not be able to keep them in an open air prison. Period.
Can I teach some history?
I doubt you can, but you can try.
Golda Meir was the only female prime minister of Israel.
Okay.
Were you aware of Golda Meir?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where she was born?
No, I don't, but make your point.
She was born in Ukraine.
Okay.
Now, Golda Meir offered Palestine their land 4 or 5 times, I believe.
Who was there first? Were the Palestinian or the Jewish people there first?
Well, the Palestinians, of course.
Okay, so the Palestinians were there first, and then Jewish people came in and they took over, and then they want to quote unquote offer them their lands. Hey, that sounds a lot, like what happened here in the U.S., right? Where the colonizers came, they took Turtle Island, and then they offered the indigenous people reservations.
I knew it. You're going to do that. Turtle Island, indigenous. I knew it. Did you? But
am I wrong?
Listen, Tel Aviv is Europeans.
I don't care about that. I'm just saying, am I wrong as far as the premise?
Well, you're not wrong per se, but you're not right either.
Okay. Give me a second. W's in the chat for Dora Dub, who sent a $10 donation to say, let's get this party started. My mom would have been 88 today. Happy heavenly birthday to your mom. I hope you have fond memories of her, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you for the 10, and also thank you for the 1 for letting me know who this is. I really, really appreciate you so much. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and Linktree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Michael, you still haven't made any type of real point. Well, now, you can tell me, you can get back to, like, I don't necessarily care about a history lesson when it comes to the Middle East, because when it boils down to it, the Middle East and the actual, the conflicts that have persistently occurred is vast, long, and like, I doubt that all the history is documented. But even more than that, you can't tell me how Donald Trump is bringing peace to the Middle East. So you can either tell me specifically how he's bringing peace to the Middle East, or we can move on to what you were trying to talk about with Charlie Kirk. I don't care which one, but like, I need you to do something definitive.
Okay. This is all about Jerusalem. It all boils down to Jerusalem and the fight between Christianity and the Muslim world. Now, I see your eyes moving around because something's clicking in your brain because
I'm waiting for you to make a point about Donald Trump bringing peace to the Middle East. I'm literally trying not to interrupt you, and so you can get to your point. I'm hoping that if I sit here quietly enough, long enough, you'll actually make a point. But it seems like you're not doing that. So, like, come on, bro, either shit or get off the pot. Pick a point.
I'm looking at the comments. They're saying I'm crazy, and I'll look at this stuff. They don't even know me, and they're saying,
are you in the chat, or are you up here on the panel?
I'm on the panel, but look what they're saying.
Okay, then talk to me. I'm not listen, don't worry about the chat, bro. Make a point.
Well,
also, guys, please don't use the SLOW. That's ableist. We don't engage in that. Please be mindful of the words that are ableist and those things that affect the people with disabilities in a negative way. Like, your words matter. Please be mindful of that. Yes, Michael, make a point. Again, tell me how Donald Trump is bringing peace to the Middle East.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because I'm tired of people saying that I'm slow. I don't appreciate that.
Michael, and I just spelled it out. Why would you say it? Michael, move on. Make your point. How is Donald Trump bringing peace to the Middle East?
I just told you he has Hamas ready to broker some type of peace accord.
What did I say about what happened prior to Donald Trump being elected?
You said it was done before. It was in the process and all this.
Michael, I'll slow down for a half a second, and I need you to listen to me. Prior to Donald Trump winning the 2024 election, when Joe Biden was still in office, Joe Biden had a ceasefire that was on the table, and it was agreed upon by Hamas. And then when Donald Trump won the election, Israel pulled out of those ceasefire talks and said they would rather wait for Trump, because Trump was adamant and very loud and proud about, quote unquote, letting Israel finish the job. So there was a peace. There was ceasefire and peace agreement that was already on the table that was brokered by the last administration. But Donald Trump becoming president emboldened Israel to continue what they've been doing. How can you give someone credit for starting a fire and then partially putting it out?
So why did he make Hamas leave Qatar?
Can you please tell me, address what I said directly, Michael, and tell me how Donald Trump is bringing peace to the Middle East?
I've explained it to you 3 times. Should I do it again?
Yeah, okay, do it again, but do it better this time.
Okay. Israel is saying that they will give back 100 Palestinians that are in prison, 1,000. Palestine said they'll give back whatever's left of the hostages.
It's not Palestine, it's Hamas. There's a difference between the Palestinian people and Hamas.
I apologize. You're right. I stand corrected. Hamas is willing, and that's what you guys do. You always try to catch people making mistakes. So Hamas.
Hey, you whine a lot, Michael. How old are you?
I'm fucking Gen X, 57.
You're 57 and you're Gen X and you cried this much. I never in my life, listen, I'm 38 and a millennial. And I remember when Gen X's used to be about business. But I've sat here for the last, 15, 20 minutes and heard you complain and whine and cry, whether it's about people dropping you from other panels and not letting you speak, to the chat being mean and all this other weird stuff. Like, grow up, make a point. What is happening?
You know what the point I'm going to make is? This country gave me a chance to become somebody. I don't work anymore. I'm 57. I don't work. That's why I'm here on TikTok at 7 in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning. And they gave me a chance because I'm Hispanic. I'm melanated, just like you. So I never became a victim. I never let myself become a victim. Now, if you want to go back to the Middle East, but I'm talking about America, forget about the Middle East. This country's broken here.
You brought up the Middle East, not me. That was your first point. Don't try to sit here and pretend like this was a conversation that I was trying to have. I don't even have the Middle East on the background. You do. Those were your words. I don't care about talking about the Middle East. I'm just not going to let you perpetuate a lie that Donald Trump is actually doing something beneficial, because he's not. But anyway, sure, let's talk about the United States of America. Hey, Michael, you said that you are a Mexican American. You're someone who was given an opportunity by this country. Cool. I hear you. That's fine. I'm actually with you. Tell me, where's the line? Where is the line for you and your support for Donald Trump?
Where's the line? The line is when he drags my people across Home Depot parking lot and takes away people that have been here for 40 years and throws them into Alligator Island or wherever they're throwing them at. That hurts. That's wrong.
So then why do you still support him? If that's your line, why are you still supporting Donald Trump today?
I'm independent now.
So you don't support Donald Trump anymore?
50-50.
No,
because
if the election occurred today and you had to vote for either Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you vote for?
I would say they're both not qualified.
Sure, that's fine. Would you vote for one of the one or the other, or would you just not vote? What are you doing?
I would vote for the lesser.
So who would you vote for?
Compared to Kamala Harris?
Today, Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, who are you voting for?
Well, now that I know her history, Donald Trump, because you remember the last.
Okay, so you'd still support Donald Trump. Got it. So that's the point that I was trying to get to. You're saying 50-50 and you don't anymore. You're independent. You literally just said that if the election happened today, you would still vote for Trump. So you're still a Trump supporter. So again, where's the line, right? Because you made this whole, you had this whole soliloquy about, dragging your people across Home Depot parking lot and targeting people that's been here for 40 years. I agree, but apparently that's not enough for you to say that you would not support him today. So where is the line, Michael?
You tricked me. You tricked me right now.
I thought you went to Columbia, Michael.
I did.
So if you went to Columbia and you're the best and brightest that they have to offer, how could I trick you?
I didn't say I was the best at that school. So
Michael, where's the line?
Okay, let me tell you something. What he's trying to take away birthright citizenship. That's wrong, right? You got that? You agree with that? Yes or no?
Michael, I listen, you don't have to check in with me on the stuff that I think is wrong. If you think it's wrong, cool, that's fine. Like I think that there's a lot wrong. The question is where is the line? What does Donald Trump have to do to lose your support, and why has he not lost it yet?
He has lost it. I mean, I have to pay for insurance now. I can't even afford to live in California anymore.
So why are you up on this TikTok live at freaking 8 a.m. in the morning on the West Coast, and you're advocating as someone who actually is still backing Trump, right? You literally was just talking about how Trump was bringing peace to the Middle East. Like those were your words.
Well, you know that he started the process, right?
Started the process of what?
I've been talking to you for like fucking 30 minutes, I think.
Please don't say that he started the process as far as peace with Hamas and Israel, when I've already mentioned 6 times that there was a ceasefire and a peace agreement deal in place under Joe Biden before leaving office. Don't repeat the same thing when I've already debunked that and addressed it.
I apologize.
Go back to your MAGA notes, scratch that off the PDF, write in the new information, and don't use that talking point again. It's not good. It doesn't work.
So, okay, let's get back to America. This country is broken. You agree?
Yes.
Okay, I live in California, and the Governor Newsom has decimated California by letting the migrants over us. Migrants are giving first and everything, medical, they get everything, but we get
That's
nothing.
not true.
I live here in California.
That's fine. I know how the actual state and federal level government works. That's not true.
So did you hear the speech that Governor Newsom said today?
Yes.
Did you hear the speech? He
Not
said,
today. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. He hasn't given a speech today. It was a few days ago, but yes, I heard it.
Okay, I lose track of days. I don't work. So he said, take a
It's
side.
8 in the morning. You just admitted it was 8 in the morning. Like, unless he gave a speech at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I'm talking about a couple days ago. I just heard about it right now on the radio.
Did you listen to the whole thing, or did you listen to clips?
I heard the part that he said, pick a side.
Maybe you should listen to the whole thing, and so you can have context. But you can go ahead and try to get that point off.
He's trying to start a civil war. He's trying to get him and Trump don't get along, correct?
Yeah, Donald Trump is the one that's literally perpetuating a civil war, whether it's him going against governors, wishes to deploy the National Guard and send Marines into California, or him actually threatening to go to war with Chicago, him literally deploying the National Guard in DC. Donald Trump is actively targeting those quote unquote blue states, blue cities, because he is inciting a civil war within the country.
Guess what, Santana? I live 17 miles from Los Angeles, and when the migrant riots broke out, Mayor Bass didn't do nothing. It was unsafe. I didn't even go downtown LA.
That's not true. That's literally not true. Not only was I in LA around that same time. What up, Doug?
What's up,
not only was I in LA around that same time, I have plenty of friends who were there, including Parker, and who went out to multiple protests, and it was actually safe. Were there small pockets?
Parker?
Don't even worry about it. There were multiple pockets of small people that were violent, and those people should not have been. But the fact of the matter is that overwhelmingly the protests in California were peaceful, so much so that Donald Trump said, oh, we've reestablished peace in LA because we deployed the National Guard, when the National Guard hadn't even made it to LA at that time. It was just LAPD, along with the actual different entities that had been deployed by the mayor and the governor. So like, that's not right.
Santana, you probably don't know about this, but I live in a city called Whittier, and these Antifa attacked the Hilton Hotel.
What's Antifa?
Huh?
What's Antifa?
Okay, let's forget Antifa. They were
no. I need you to answer that question. What's Antifa?
Anti-fascist.
Okay, are you anti-fascist?
No, of course not.
So you're not so you're a fascist?
See what you did?
No, answer the question. Are you a fascist? Yes or no?
I'm an American.
Are you a fascist? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, so then you're Antifa. Right?
Antifa is anti-fascist.
Exactly. That means that they go against fascism. I'm Antifa. Doug, are you Antifa?
I'm Antifa. It's a pretty easy answer, Michael.
It is.
So then you guys
No, Doug, answer the question.
anti-culture-
Doug, answer the question. If you are anti-fascist, which you already said you're not a fascist, are you Antifa?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so are you so you guys throw
Wait, Michael, quick question.
Hold on.
Quick question. So
won't let me
we've established what Antifa is, and we've established what fascism is. Hey, so if someone were to say, I think that Antifa are terrorists, and
Absolutely.
oh, cool. Who do you think would say that people that are anti-fascists are terrorists? Who do you think they would be?
Well, that's a hard question.
It's not. Who would be the enemies of people that are anti-fascists?
The answer's right in front of your face.
It is. We just covered this. Come on.
Listen, you have, look at the
Answer the question, Michael.
You keep Doug. I know this guy, Doug.
Sure, that's fine. Answer the question. I'm going to let you talk to Doug in here in just a moment, but I need you to answer this question. If there's people saying we think that Antifa, the people that are anti-fascist, we think they're terrorists. That's what we think. Who do you think those people would be? Who are the enemies of the people that are anti-fascist?
You ever heard of the CHOP in Portland? There in Seattle, CHOP, the city CHOP, where they
Yeah, that's fine. Answer my question, Michael.
It's a really easy answer, Michael.
Who
Like,
would be the
it's a
people
basic
that are
answer.
calling Antifa terrorists?
That would be me.
So you're a fascist.
Damn you! No, you're not gonna do this.
You have to make it. Listen, it's an A to B. It's a straight line. If you're standing on one side, if fascists are on this side and Antifa's on this side, and someone's saying Antifa is a terrorist, well, Antifa's not going to call themselves terrorists. Who's going to call Antifa terrorists?
So who's throwing Molotov cocktails?
Who's going to call Antifa terrorists?
America.
No, fascists like Donald Trump. So
No.
like I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. Like seriously, this is getting. Anyway, I'm gonna read this off real quick. Nope, Michael, I'm gonna read this off real quick, and then you can talk to Doug. Give me a second. W's in the chat for let me move this around. For Katelick, who sent a $20 super chat to say, if he says his line in the sand is the government dragging humans through Home Depot parking lot, then that means he no longer supports Trump because that's happening. So this is not his line. He supports this fascist regime. That's exactly what I've been trying to say. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. You are nailed it. Listen, guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in it.
Oh, I think you froze, but this is, and Doug, you're part of this, the problem here.
What am I?
You froze, but this is, and Doug, you're part of this, the problem here.
What am I part of? Yeah, it's frozen on my end. If you can hear us, you're frozen. Now you're on mute on that one.
So,
Now you're on mute.
Wait for a second. I don't know what just happened, but I'm glad that we're still here. We're still all right.
Mike,
I was actually saying, guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. And guys, we got Doug up here. We got Dougie hanging out with us. And as long as Doug is up here, guys, show Doug some love. Make sure you gift him, send him some follows. And also, Doug, do you have your pay links running in your bio?
in my link tree in my bio, yeah.
Perfect. So Doug has his pay links in the link tree in his bio. Mods, can we grab Doug's pay links and get it running in the poll, please?
Thank you.
Doug,
So
you can talk to Michael. Have fun.
what's up, Michael? How you doing? Have you been on my lives before, Michael?
I got 14 points right now. And
I don't know.
you voted for Kamala Harris, correct? You voted for Kamala Harris.
Yeah, but have you been on my lives before? You said we spoke, right?
Well, you wouldn't let me up. How about that?
anyways, do you know what the 14 tenets of fascism are?
I'm not going to do a pissing game at 8 in the morning.
It's not a pissing game. It's really pertinent to the topic.
So you want me to name 14 points?
I'm asking you if you're familiar with them, if you've gone over them before. Because it sounds like you don't think Trump is a fascist, right?
Well, tell me about what happened in Portland when they're burning down police buildings.
Yeah, sure, we can get to that, but like we can go over the 14 characteristics of fascism, see if those are applicable to him. Can we do that?
You're gonna try to compare him to the H-man.
No.
Yes.
So listen. All right. So let's go over the first one. So the first one is power.
Doug, I think you might have to break this down Barney style for Michael. Even though he said he went to Columbia, I don't necessarily believe that anymore. So maybe you just might want to explain to him why you keep bringing up the 14 tenets of fascism.
So these are the characteristics of fascism that have been applicable to other known fascist leaders, like Adolf, like Mussolini, like people like that, right? And this is like a known thing, these 14 points. So we're just seeing if it applies to him. You can say yes or no to the points. That's fine.
Franco? How about Franco?
These would apply to anybody who's fascist. So anyways, let's go over the first one. The first one is powerful and continuing. I gotta speak, man. Powerful and continuing nationalism. Fascist regimes attempt to make constant use of patriotic mottos, slogans, symbols, songs, and other paraphernalia. Flags are seen everywhere, as flags are on clothing and in public displays. That would be very applicable, right? You see MAGA flags everywhere, MAGA hats, MAGA shirts, MAGA whatever the fuck.
I see American flags everywhere. Yeah, I do.
Okay, but as far as his slogan, you would agree that it's applicable to at least number one, right?
I guess if you want to grasp straws, yeah.
I mean, it's not really grasping straws. Patriotic mottos, slogans, symbols, songs, etc. I mean, it's pretty clear and cut that his slogan MAGA is everywhere.
I'll make it easy for you. Let me make it real easy for you.
It's just really a yes or that's a pretty basic one, man. So
no, hold on. I agree with you, and I'm gonna say it. And Trump is a dictator.
Trump, so you're just admitting it, okay?
Well, because if I do it, everybody's gonna stop following me. But I mean, how many?
No one's following you right now, bud.
Yeah, how many followers you got, bro?
I don't know, like 7,000.
You have more than I thought, actually.
You got 8,595 followers. Who the hell is following you, Michael?
Oh, because I sing.
It was more than I thought.
I sing. I entertain. I mean, I have all.
So they don't follow you because of your actual political beliefs. They follow you because you.
No, that's part of it. I do it like a pie, a blended pie of everything. You know, everybody loves me, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't just.
Does the FBI know you?
Who? The FBI.
You. Mm-hmm.
Why would they know me?
All right, let me
investigating you, Michael.
Let me go to number two. Number two is really applicable as well.
Real quick before you hit that, Doug.
Yeah.
Michael, why was the FBI investigating you?
Who said that?
Just answer the question.
Well, why would you even say something like that?
Just answer the question, Michael.
It's a rumor.
Why was the FBI investigating you, Michael?
Not because.
Tell the truth.
Well, someone made up a story about me. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who made this up?
We're trying to find out.
Who is we? Because again, thank you for the gloves. The FBI, I don't think they made it up. So tell the truth.
Somebody made a false report about me, and of course they have to check out false reports. So we're trying to find out who made that. It's called the SWAT or something like that. Swatting?
No, that's not true.
So what's not true?
That's not true, Michael.
What was the false report? Like
exactly. Let's talk about that, Michael.
The false report? Reports about what though?
No, what was the false report?
Oh, it's been so long I can't remember. There's no so many.
My God. Really fucking convenient.
Oh God, I know that. Thank you for dropping that guy.
Yeah, Michael, no. Focus.
No, okay.
So, all right, listen, we can keep talking about why the FBI is investigating you, or you can actually directly engage with Doug and his 14 tenets of fascism that he's going through. Which one would you rather do, Michael? Do you want to talk about you and the FBI, or do you want to talk about Trump and fascism?
I'd have to clear up my name.
So you want to talk about you and the FBI?
Yes.
Okay.
So what's the false claim?
Someone said that I was involved with one of those groups.
Why would they say that?
Why would they say that?
Which group, Michael?
They're not even around no more. At the time, they were called.
Which group, Michael?
I'm just trying to see what you're eating there. Anyways,
No, don't worry about me and my pistachios. Tell me which group, Michael.
they call them the PBs.
The Proud Boys. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, if you want to say it that way.
Yeah. No, we can use their name. That's fine. Now tell them what you did, Michael.
What did I do?
What do you mean they don't?
Why were they investigating you for being a part of the Proud Boys, Michael?
They said that I was connected to them. So, yeah.
Why, Michael?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because I told you someone started the rumor.
Well, but hold on though. The FBI is not going to just look into a baseless claim. Otherwise, they'd be looking into random shit all day. Like they at the very least had something connecting to it, right?
Oh, you think that it works that way?
No. What I'm saying is they're not going to look into every baseless claim because they'd be busy all day doing that. So somebody can't just say Michael's a part of Proud Boys and they start looking into it. There has to be some sort of piece of evidence, whether it's true or not. There has to be something.
Hey, Michael, what do you think about January 6th?
There were multiple claims. There were multiple claims against me.
Michael, what do you think about January 6th?
I denounced January 6th.
You denounce it? What does that mean?
I mean, I don't condone what happened.
You don't think it happened? What say it again?
Oh, God darn. January 6th happened. It was a disgrace for our country. It was a disgrace what they did. Those people, what they did. But you know what?
Where were you on January 6th, 2021, Michael?
Listen, I can't remember what day it is. You want to know? Listen. Okay. I mean, what do you mean? January 6th. Where was I January 6th?
I don't think he can ask that any clearer.
Well,
I even gave you the year.
This is exactly what happens. People like you try to dismantle
people like me that didn't try to overthrow the government. Yep.
I didn't do anything like that.
Michael, it's an open-ended question. He's not tricking you. He's just asking you where you were.
Oh, January 6th, that was after New Year's.
January 6th, 2021.
January 6th is after New Year's, correct?
Okay, 2021. I was working back then, so I was probably on a business trip. January, probably.
So were you on a business trip in DC?
No, it's actually Maryland.
Oh, so you were near DC.
That's close. Okay.
So you were in Maryland. Near DC on January 6th.
Another state. It was another state, actually.
So you were close.
Well, I mean, millions of people were close. If you want to do it if you want to play that game.
Yeah, but we're not talking about millions of people, Michael. We're talking about you specifically.
Well, this is what happens. Things like this, rumors like this that you're fueling.
I'm not starting any rumors. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, there's no accusation. It's all questions here.
Then why did you ask me that in the first place?
Because you brought up that there's accusations of you.
Also, let's not forget, I gave you the option to actually talk about the 14 tenets of fascism, and you actually decided to continue this conversation. So that's why we're talking about it. Hey, so January 6th, 2021, as someone who's accused, allegedly connected with the Proud Boys, and you were in the Maryland area, which is, pretty close to DC, and the FBI is investigating you for connections with the Proud Boys. Hey, Michael, what were you doing on January 6th again?
So why am I talking to you right now?
Because Trump pardoned thousands of January 6th rioters. That's not the point. Answer the question. What were you doing on January 6th?
I was in business.
Business where?
In Maryland.
All day.
Business. Doing what?
You ever heard of Baltimore, Maryland?
No, I've never heard of Baltimore, Maryland. Where's that?
It's in Maryland.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Shocking.
That makes sense.
Anyway,
at the time,
Michael, I'm gonna baseline it.
I don't.
That means we're gonna super simple question. Were you connected with January 6th with the Proud Boys? Yes or no?
Absolutely not.
Are you willing to go on record and state that to the FBI?
Well, I don't see the FBI here.
Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're willing to give a sworn statement that you're not connected with the Proud Boys or January the 6th?
Absolutely. We'll clear my name once and for all. I mean, what do you got? Set up a FBI meeting?
Don't worry about it. We got them, guys. We got them. We got him.
What do you got?
We
What?
got him.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right.
Listen, I have
Mike.
a flag. Yeah, I have a flag in front of my house, just to let everybody know. I have a flag in front of my house, and you all know what that means. So,
What does it mean?
What type of flag? There's lots of flags.
There's only one flag, the American flag.
There's many.
No,
flags.
there's multiple flags. Literally, what are you talking about? There's more than one flag.
I
That
know.
was an idiotic statement, Michael.
Yeah, you may not like other flags, but there are other flags.
There is, that's true. But the American flag represents all of us, me, you.
No, it doesn't.
That thread represents everybody in this country.
It's supposed to, but it doesn't.
I don't know about that.
You see, that's
All right.
what.
Anyway, Michael, listen, you were talking to Doug and you were engaging with the 14 tenets of fascism. Go ahead and talk to Doug or give up the information. You know what? That's the next one. Would you like to get back to talking to Doug about the 14 tenets of fascism? Fascism? or would you like to give us the inside scoop as far as how the Proud Boys work?
From what I understand, the leader.
So you're going to tell us about your Proud Boy meetings. Got it. Go ahead. Tell us
From
about
what
the
he
meetings.
from what he understands.
It's on CNN. Everybody knows what.
Okay.
how they do.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
We
No,
don't care about CNN. We want to know what you did.
I didn't do anything.
Just tell. I'm curious to know about the meetings personally.
What meetings? I mean, you guys are trying to entrap me.
You were just about to say, from what you understand. I just want to know, from what you understand, how are the meetings?
From what I understand from
Also,
the
if Doug and I are entrapping you, Michael, please never, ever, ever testify in front of a judge. Like, let your lawyer do all the talking, because if we have you in this much of a tizzy, you have no chance in front of an actual judge with a jury and someone examining you.
They do if you have no proof. I do if they have no proof. I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm out. I'm walking here out free.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a free man, of course.
There's a lot of people that actually rioted and smeared shit on the Capitol walls on January the 6th and tried to unalive Mike Pence and brought a gallows, and DJ Rodriguez took a stun gun to a Capitol City police officer's neck, and all of them are free as well. What does that have to do with anything, Michael?
Say, why don't you say? Can you say the name Ashley Babbitt right now?
Did Ashley Babbitt illegally break into the Capitol? Yes or no?
Say the name Ashley Babbitt.
I literally just said her name. Did Ashley Babbitt illegally break into the Capitol? Yes or no?
What if Ashley Babbitt was black?
Hey, Michael, answer the question. Did
telling-
Ashley Babbitt illegally break into the Capitol? Yes or no?
She put her hand through a wire.
She broke into the Capitol after Capitol Police told her to not enter. They were yelling for her not to come in. She still forced her way in. Literally.
On the video, you saw the 4 cops back away. They went back away, and they had the one that used a pistol unnecessarily.
She was one of the actual people that broke into the Capitol. They broke into the Capitol, Michael. They broke into the Capitol. Not only did they break into the Capitol, but they were assaulting police officers. Again, they smeared shit on, and I'm not saying like that for hyperbole. Literally, fecal matter.
That's disgusting.
Fecal matter on the walls of the Capitol. They hung the Confederate flag inside of the Capitol. They had a gallows where they scream "Unalive Mike Pence." So they were there to not only overthrow the government, but to take people's lives. And Ashley Babbitt, while she broke into the Capitol, she not only broke the law, she was there to help take people's lives.
There was nobody could take anybody's lives. Come on, what do you mean?
What do you mean? They had so many of them had weapons on them, all sorts of weapons.
What about Al Gore?
No, not what about.
No.
We're talking. We're not doing what about. You're going back 25 years to Al Gore.
The same thing happened. Remember?
No.
Al Gore broke into the Capitol and smeared shit on the walls in the Capitol.
Al Gore said he won the presidency.
Yeah.
Listen, you're not being genuine in the least bit, Michael. There's a huge difference between challenging. Hold on. There's a huge difference between challenging things legally within the system and doing what Trump did. You know, there's a big difference.
Trump is a madman. He has dementia. What more do you want me to say?
You voted for him.
So you admit that you voted for a guy that has dementia?
Yeah, sure. Hold on a second.
dementia recently.
Kool-Aid. Are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, definitely
dementia-
not, man. You got to move on to someone else, though.
Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. 1.1 thousand of you guys. I know the Trump supporters are here. We can see you in the chat. You are getting muted. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Listen, Michael is floundering. Get in the box if you're a Trump supporter and you think that you can actually do better than him, because I think literally Michael went to Columbia and I think he's the best that MAGA has. No, none of you.
I'm not MAGA. I got
None of you.
I got all my
voted for
teeth.
Trump.
I'm not MAGA.
You voted for
You
him.
voted for Trump, and I said if you had to vote again today, who would you vote for? And you doubled down and said that you would vote for Trump again today, even though you stated that you're a Mexican American and your line was Donald Trump dragging your people across Home Depot parking lots and targeting people that have been here for 40 years, but yet you said that you would still vote for him today. You're MAGA. I don't care about your teeth. You're MAGA.
He's going to make this country safe from other countries. Everybody hates us.
Literally, you're double speaking now.
Every country hates us. You know that.
Do you think countries hate us more with Trump as president or with Biden?
But how about this, Doug? We have an alliance now with Saudi Arabia.
Here's not going to answer me.
United Arab Emirates. That is we own the Middle East now. and so, with that,
I've already ran you off the Middle East, Michael. Don't go back again, because I will dog walk you through the Middle East again. Please engage what Doug just said.
Do you think they hate us more with Trump as president or with Biden as president?
Well, Biden wasn't president. You know that for the past 2 years, his last 2 years.
Okay, he literally was.
Obama, you guys all know Obama was pulling the strings. He was.
Oh my God!
What about the auto pin? The auto pin.
This is starting to get weird. These conspiracies.
It is. All he has is catchphrases and words and things that he's heard. Okay, Michael, Doug, if you don't mind, give me a second. Let me refocus all of this. I'm really quick. W's in the chat for Brenda. Brenda sent a $2 super chat to say, "We other Gen Zers don't claim Michael at all." I can believe that. Thank you so much. I believe you, Brenda. W's in the chat for Brenda for the super chat. W's in the chat for Rad. What up, Rad? Who sent a $2 super chat to say PDX prosecutor / with donuts on fishing rods for ICE. I don't know what that means, but cool. W's in the chat for Patty, who sent a $5 Canadian. Thank you so much. And just sent a ha ha ha. I'm laughing at him too. I'm definitely laughing at him too. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and links are in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Anything is accepted. Everything's appreciated. If you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. And guys, we got Dougie here with us. Make sure we're taking care of Doug. Let's get his coins above 1,000 coins. Also, his pay links are running in the poll in the bio. So while Doug is up here, please go ahead and request up and let's make sure that we take care of Doug.
How about coins?
All right. So with that being said, Michael,
Coins for Mike.
no,
You'll be okay.
you said that your line was Donald Trump dragging your people across the Home Depot parking lot and attacking people that's been here for 40 years, but you still support him. You just said that you're making him safe. Michael, what does Donald Trump have to do to lose your support, and why has he not lost it yet?
I think if he assaulted a woman, hit her or something, I would probably say that's not good.
What if he sexually assaulted her?
Was it consensual?
That's not.
How can SA be consensual?
If it's SA, it implies it's not.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any proof that he has.
Sure, there is.
What if? Go ahead, Doug. You got it.
Well, the one case was dropped.
That's not true.
Which one case? Which one case?
The one where, you know which one.
No, I don't. Which one case was dropped?
It was a young woman.
No.
There
So
was
he was found civilly liable in the case with E. Jean Carroll for.
Okay, no, I'm
it
not
was
talking about-
technically SA by the law, but by all definitions would be great.
Oh, okay.
He was found to forcibly insert his fingers inside of her, right, against her consent. And-
Actually, they said one of his digits. They don't know if it was his finger or his member.
So sure. So that's the only reason why it wasn't considered grape is because
Chick's
they
not
couldn't
friendly.
decide.
But did you know EJ Carroll went on Anderson?
Who is EJ?
That girl, EJ Carroll. EJ Carroll.
You don't even know her name, and it's a woman, not a girl. You don't know her name, so before you try to spread your misinformation, please at least know who you're talking about.
The Carroll lady.
What's her name?
It's you guys are making me crack up. I'm losing it right now.
E. Jean Carroll. E.
I
Jean
just
Carroll.
said E.G.
You
Carroll.
said not E.G. Carroll. E. Jean.
Yeah, well, you know what I meant. You know exactly who I was talking
You
about.
don't know what you're talking about, and you're getting ready to spread misinformation and lies.
Because I get it name
Go ahead.
wrong.
Go ahead. You're going to tell us about how she said that grape was sexy. Go ahead and tell me.
Oh, you heard it, huh?
We know
I know it's not true because we already know. Go ahead, Doug. I'm sorry. I apologize for
No.
Go
You're
ahead.
good. We
You got
know
it.
the talking points. We've had this conversation numerous times. The fact of the matter is, somebody who's innocent, never in a million years would deny to give their DNA for 2+ years to show that it wasn't theirs. Right? If you, Michael, were say falsely accused of SA or something, and you could provide your DNA to show that it wasn't you, you would do it overnight, right? I sure as hell would. Right? So why didn't Trump do that?
Also, before you answer that question, just to clear up, if anyone's wondering, no, E. Jean Carroll did not say grape was sexy. She did an interview with Anderson Cooper where she said some people find grape to be sexy. She does not. She talked about how vile and degrading and harmful it is. She did not say that she thinks it's sexy at all. She said some people find that to be sexy.
Right.
Boom. Now answer Doug's question.
Well, that's a good deflect. Now, what was the question again?
So what? So does an innocent person refuse to give their DNA for 2 years to show that it wasn't them?
No way. It wouldn't.
Right. So wouldn't that suggest, in addition to him just being found liable, that he most likely did it?
That doesn't make sense.
Sure it does. He was found civilly liable. There was 9 jurors who said that he did it, 2 of which were Trump supporters, by the way.
Remember
Michael, you're missing the point. The point is, if he was innocent, he would provide his DNA instantly to show that it wasn't him, but he didn't do so.
So after he's done with his presidency, he could do his prison time. Okay, I mean
That's not a response to what I just said.
Doug, you do.
I just want you to acknowledge. I just want you to acknowledge that he was found civilly liable for that.
Of course he was.
And why is that something you're okay with?
That's not me.
You voted for him.
Well, so did 80 million people did.
2 wrongs,
No, they
80
didn't.
million
It wasn't
wrongs don't
80.
make it right.
Oh, so are you gonna put on my gravestone that I voted for Trump?
Yes.
I'm
Absolutely.
asking you one-on-one why you voted for him.
And also, we're going to add that you lied about where the line is for your support for Trump.
The reason I voted for Trump in 2015, I changed because Trump gave me a voice. He speaks on.
We're not talking about 2015. We're talking about your most recent vote and the fact that you still support him today.
Well, I don't support him 100%.
It
But you still
doesn't
do.
matter. We said if you had to vote today, who would you vote for? And you said Trump.
Because Kamala Harris didn't have experience. You
Who
ever
did you vote for in
Yes.
2015?
Judge Joe Brown? You ever heard of
Wait.
Judge Joe Brown?
Hold on.
Judge
No.
Joe Brown.
Michael, who'd you vote for in 2015? Or not 15, because no one voted in 15. What fucking was I even talking about? I shouldn't have listened to you. 2016, who'd you vote for?
You know I voted for
Who did you vote for?
Trump.
How much experience did Trump have in 2016?
He had business.
No. How much experience did Trump have in 2016 with running any type of political office?
Nothing. But that's what we
Okay,
do.
perfect. None. In 2024, what type of political experience did Kamala Harris have?
Well, that leads me back to my question. Do you?
No, that's fine. What type of political experience did Kamala Harris have in 2024?
Oh, she was attorney general. I mean, go on and on.
District attorney, attorney general, senator, vice president.
I get it.
Which one is more, being district attorney, attorney general, senator, and vice president, or none? Which one has more experience?
Of her?
Between the two things I just listed off.
Well, you said more than two things. It was like four things.
Yeah, because there's four things that fall in the category for Kamala Harris and none that falls in the category for Trump. Who had more experience when running for their first term, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Well, Kamala Harris, of course.
Okay, so while you said Kamala Harris didn't have any type of experience, but you voted for Donald Trump, who you admitted had no type of experience, versus Kamala Harris, who had multiple levels of experience, who had no experience when you voted for him?
In as far as the business world,
Who had no experience and you voted for him?
well, he wanted to run
Who
America.
had no experience and you voted for him?
Trump. You want me to say Trump?
Okay, and who had all the experience and you did not vote for him?
I didn't vote for Kamala Harris.
Who had exactly? So who had all the experience and you did not vote for him?
I gotta get some water. Hold on, you guys are making. God, you guys.
What are we even doing here, Doug?
He's
Guys,
really
if you're
He's really
yeah,
struggling.
he is. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Timothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. Please do not request up. If you are not a Trump supporter, we are only looking for some debates. Defined. Are you a Trump supporter?
No.
Defined?
Hell no.
No?
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
I appreciate you.
Okay, I'm back.
Kind of. W's in the chat for Dan, who sent a $10 super chat to say, Neil, New Jersey blue, vote McKinley Sherrill to keep New Jersey the same. I would have to look into them, but W's in the chat for you. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Guys, if you are interested in supporting the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you are on the tube, you can send a super chat and you can actually support there. Guys, Doug, has anyone supported you yet? I haven't heard you say any thank yous.
No, I haven't seen anything yet. No.
Cool. Hey, Mickey, are you a Trump supporter?
Just follow the. Yeah.
Mickey.
No, because I might tear that down and add to the bill.
Yeah, I don't think Mickey meant to come up. I don't think Mickey meant to come
No,
up.
I don't think so.
All right, Michael, do you have your water?
Who do I wait?
Did you get some milk?
No, I
You
mean,
need some milk.
you guys are. You just stop berating me, man. Let me talk.
Who's berating? You mean berating you with facts?
Bro, you've been talking a lot.
So
And they ain't said shit yet, Doug.
you're saying in the half an hour I've talked, I've made no sense and nothing happened.
Correct. Correct. Absolutely correct. That's the first factual thing you've said since you've been on live just now.
So then that's called beratement. You know why? Because you're making me seem to appear like I don't know what I'm talking about.
You're making yourself seem that way, Michael.
You're doing a great job at that yourself.
We just keep letting you speak and you do it yourself.
Well, I'm surprised you let me speak then.
Anyway, talk to Doug.
Oh, now I'm chopped liver, huh? See, that's how it goes. Every time I come up, some lives that they just.
Hey, you remember that point I made about you being a Gen Xer and then for some reason you're crying and whining and complaining? Hey, you're doing that thing again. You're doing that thing again, Michael, where you start whining and crying and complaining. How about you talk to Doug?
Talk about Doug. Should I complain to him?
No, stop
Listen,
complaining.
dude, I don't know. You just have a hard time answering questions, so it makes it very difficult to have
It's
a
not that
conversation.
because you guys are evasive, and I've been doing this for 3 years of this arguing. I'm tired of it.
What for 3 years?
This bickering back and forth, right and left. Trump,
Well,
this. I mean, it's getting crazy.
Yeah, well, we're just trying to hold you accountable. I think that's very fair, right?
But just because Trump is who he is, I didn't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, but you're supporting him. You're voting for the guy. You're signing off on what he's doing, essentially.
So do you have any Republican friends? Doug?
And like close friends who are Republican now. I have acquaintances, but that's about it.
That's funny where as far as on a human being level, because someone's a Republican, you don't want nothing to do with them. That's really
I didn't say that. That was none of the words that I said.
You said there were acquaintances.
Sure, but I never said I want nothing to do with them. It's just that throughout my day-to-day life, I'm not in a position where I just go out and meet tons of people. The people I'm close with today happen to be on the left. That's it.
So I'm sure you have family
Also,
members.
generally, people who voted for Donald Trump and still support Donald Trump today are on the wrong side of history. They voted for harm. They voted for hatred. They voted for a lot of negative things. And at the very least, they voted to harm our country because Donald Trump was very clear about him and the things that he planned on doing that's negatively impacting the economy. And you guys voted for all of that. So even if you don't want to subscribe to the hatred and harm, you cannot dodge the fact that you voted to damage the economy of the United States. So there's that.
Santana, we just have the stock markets, record stock market right now.
Is the stock market the economy?
Did you hear it?
Let me read
the stock market the economy.
Let me read this from Grant real quick. Grant, thank you.
Stop, Michael. Go ahead, Doug.
Grant, thank you so much for the 5 on Cash App, man. That really means a lot. It says providing facts and serving the USA. No problem, Grant. Thank you so much. That means a lot. W Grant in the comments.
W's in the chat for Grant, guys. W's in the chat for Grant. Also, W's in the chat for Betty, who sent a $2 Canadian and say Caller would vote for Trump if he said if he essayed a kid on live TV. Ooh, that's wild. Thank you for the 2 Canadian guys. If anybody else would like to support myself or Doug, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. Just like Drew, who sent a $5 donation to say, Santana, you're one of my favorite streamers and I appreciate everything you do. Also, this guest is a joke. Yes, he is. Debbie's in the chat for Drew. Nice. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. Also, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. And again, guys, take care of Doug. Make sure you hit that follow button, follow Doug, gift Doug. His pay links are running in the poll in the bio. Also, if you look up at the top, you see the word follow. That means you're not following me. Hit that follow button, turn on your notifications, send your heart. You never know when I'm going to go live, so you don't want to miss those. All right.
I followed you, by the way. I followed you.
Okay.
That's what's up.
All right, man. Michael, I don't know where we're at with things. I tried going over the tenets of fascism with you. You didn't really want to do that. I'm not sure what you want to talk about.
To tell you the truth, I mean, America is, I've never seen America like this in my entire lifetime.
But the guy that you voted for isn't helping, right? When asked about the political divide and about fixing it, he says, I couldn't care less, right?
Donald Trump only cares about himself.
But you voted for a guy that's making this divide exponentially worse than it would have been and could be.
No one dreamed it would be like this. Nobody dreamed it would be like the HMS.
Donald Trump did, and he was open about that. Like, stop it. He said all of these things.
But not
what up, Zeus?
Not to this level. You know that.
Carla, thank you so much for the 5 on Venmo. That means a lot. It says fan of Santana, now of Doug 2. Keep cooking. Nice. Carla, thank you so much. You're the best. W Carla in the chat. KARLA.
Santana, I have truth because I don't do this for money or anything when I do lives. It's all for.
Wait, you think that I'm doing this for money?
Yeah.
Sure. W's in the chat for Helix and Hammer, who sent a $4.99 super chat to say, why would he want to be associated with people who were found hurting others if it's meant that they got more money? That's psychotic and unreconcilable. You're absolutely right. The W's in the chat. Thank you so much for that super chat. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Also, take care of Doug. We're not doing it for the money, but if you guys send a little bit of shekels, then we appreciate you. Michael, are you jealous that people are willing to donate to us because we're providing facts, information, and some type of truth, and you're just sitting up here crying? No. Are you going to cry about people donating to us now, Michael? Like, is that your new thing to whine and cry about?
We're compromised.
We're compromised. How are we compromised? Who compromised us? The DNC?
No, but you're grifting.
Oh, we're grifting.
What does grifting mean? What's the definition of grifting?
Grifting is like getting money in nefarious ways.
People donating to us while we're live is nefarious?
Well, because you're doing.
I got the definition. The definition is engaging in petty or small scale swindling. Tell us how Santana or I are swindling people.
Because you're swindling by saying Republicans are all whack job, crazy MAGA people.
Wait. So the people that are donating to us, we're swindling them?
No, you're mixing me up.
Listen, I don't want to speak for Santana, although I think he does the same thing. I always tell people, I always appreciate it. It means a lot that you never have to. It's never expected. You can watch all my stuff and not ever send me a single thing. It means a lot, though. I don't think that's grifting because I tell people you don't have to.
And W's in the chat for Carla. Thank you for the 5 for the griff. Yes, we love the griff. Thank you so much for the 5, Carla. W's in the chat for Corey. Corey sent 1 for shekels for the swindle. Listen, sometimes you got to get it. W's in the chat for Corey. Guys, thank you so much for the grifting and the swindling. I apologize that I'm swindling you out of your coins, but you know, if you would like to do so, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and Linktree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. And Doug has his pay links running in the poll. Michael is going to cry more about how people are supporting us while we're grifting and swindling. And, you know, as a matter of fact, Attorney Ambers, thank you so much for the 10 for the grift. Thank you so much. We absolutely appreciate it. Listen, guys, you guys know how much I love the grift. Thank you.
I got one from Attorney Embers as well. Attorney Embers, you're the best. Thank you for the 5. It says just sending support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means a lot.
How come nobody sends me anything?
Because Michael, you're not good at this.
They don't like you.
Well, that's, you know, I like everybody. To say you don't like.
Sure. W's in the chat for Tiana, who sent $1 for Here's to the Swindle. Tiana, thank you so much to contributing to the swindle. If anybody else would like to contribute to the swindle, pay links in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Dougie's is running in the poll. Everybody get on board while you can, because listen, we don't know how much longer we're going to be able to swindle. W's in the chat for Erica, who sent $1.99 super chat to say just contribute to Santana's grift. I appreciate you more than you can ever imagine. W's in the chat for Betty, who sent a $2 Canadian, say help. Santana cohort forced me to send this. Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to force you to send that. I appreciate you though. W's in the chat for Allie, who sent $1 donation and said for the grift and just being you, love you way more. W's in the chat for Tara, who sent a $3 donation, say the guest. I guess this is your virtual pickpocket and virtually pickpocketing me. Sometimes you got to get it. Listen, it's a stick up. It's a stick up. If anybody else would like to support the grift, go ahead and do so. Santana speaks for you. And don't forget to make sure to take care of Doug. For some reason, it's making Michael mad. I don't know why.
Well, he's about to get mad again. David, thank you for the 5 on Venmo. W. David in the chat. It says, what does it say? It says, Grant, you mentioned serving. Granted, you mentioned serving facts in the USA. You left off serving face. LOL. Also, Michael, stop being jealous. We support Doug and Santana because they aren't grape apologists. W. David.
Oh, that's a good one, Michael. That's probably why people don't want to send you anything, because you're a grape apologist.
No, I'm not that. I'm not that at all.
You literally was just being a grape apologist.
That's not true. You can't put.
W's in the chat for Feisty. What a Feisty, who sent us $20 super chat to say FBI bonus. I know that's right. Thank you so much, Feisty. W's in the chat for Hex and Hammer, who sent a $4.99 super chat to say you were okay with white nationalists and Schnazis pushing their agenda through on your side for money and less taxes. And you talk about grifting? Exactly. W's in the chat for Stacy, who sent a $5 donation and said, stop taking my money. Stacy, I couldn't help it. I apologize. W's in the chat for Grant, who sent a $5 donation and say, twisted my arm for the grift. Listen, I got to get it. W's in the chat for CD, who sent a $3 donation, says, as a trans person, I won't be friends with someone who doesn't respect me. I know that's right. Fucking right. W's in the chat for you. And also W's in the chat for John, who sent a $5 donation saying 5 for the grift, and also because you rock. No, you rock way more. W's in the chat for Kelly, who sent $10 to say sisters supporting the grift. Kelly, you are freaking amazing. Oh my God, you guys are going off. W's in the chat for Corey, who sent a $2 donation saying I'm here swindling with Santana. Swindling with Santana. W's in the chat. You guys are fucking awesome.
W's in the chat for Attorney Embers. Thank you so much for the 5. It says I have to support the grift. Thank you, Attorney Embers. Thank you so much.
Are you jealous?
I deserve a cookie at least.
Somebody will mail you one.
Cookie. I mean, look.
Somebody will mail you one, but you can't promise it won't be expired.
I just made you $500.
You think that you didn't make anything. W's in the chat for Brenda, who sent a $5 donation. Santana, I think this app made me send this to you for the grift since you're in my history. You know what? Maybe it is the app forcing you to send this over for the grift. W's in the chat for Jessica, who sent a donation saying, please tell this guy I hope they do put MAGA on his headstone so they know where I can't say that last part, but I love you too, Jessica. Thank you so much for the $1 donation. That was wild. Jessica went at your neck just now, Michael. Michael, again, maybe if you weren't someone who was being a grape apologist, who were up here saying that your line is the fact that you don't want, your people being drugged across the Home Depot parking lot, but yet you're still supporting us, maybe people would actually donate to you and really care about you. But until then, I think people are going to keep supporting myself and Doug and supporting the grift and the swindling, which Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the grift and the swindle. And don't forget about Doug. Michael, be better.
Are you getting rid of me now?
I'm just saying, be better. Like, if you want people to support you, then maybe you should actually support people. Like, maybe you should support human rights.
Oh, then you haven't seen my lives. It's all about human rights and empathy.
I'm sure it is. Hold on one thing. Ellen, thank you for the 5 on Venmo. It says, for the grift, stop forcing me to send money by speaking facts. Ellen, thank you so much. You're the best. WL in the chat. And I got another one from Kelly. It says, what does it say here? Sisters for the grift. Kelly, thank you so much. That's Kelli. You're the best. Thank you.
Hey,
also, W's in the chat for Libby, who sent 10 to say, keep getting your grift on. Thank you so much for the 10, Libby. What were you saying,
Santana,
Michael?
You'd be surprised because I'm for the 5 pillars of reparations.
W. Jeff in the comments for the 10 that says, for keep on grifting. I support you. Thank you so much, Jeff.
And I voted for Obama first term.
Libby, thank you for the 10 on Venmo. It says, keep getting your grifts on. Libby, W. Libby in the chat. You're the best. Libby.
I'm so confused as far as why you thought either one of those 2 statements meant anything.
Because America needs to show contrition to what they did with slavery and the 5 pillars.
Do you think that Donald Trump actually believes in any of that?
Oh, no, not Donald Trump. We have to wait till the
Then
next.
you voted, you literally triple Trump. You triple Trump.
I triple Trump.
You voted for him 3 times. You triple Trump.
Well, I mean, if you look at it that way, I guess.
No, it's not. I guess you did. You literally triple Trump.
Well, I
W's
mean,
in the chat for Joshua, who sent a $5 donation saying, stop, Santana, my wallet can't take this. Listen, it's a stick up. It's a stick up, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, the grift, the swindling, Santana speaks for you. Over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat. And again, don't forget Doug. His pay links are running in the poll in the bio, and he is over here swindling with me as well. You triple Trump. You say that your lives are about empathy and about caring, and you also talk about the fact that you are here for reparations and all this other stuff. But literally, the person that you voted for 3 times does not believe in any of that. Isn't that in direct opposite of what you said that you actually believe in?
So you're calling me a hypocrite?
Yes.
Well, I like your straightforwardness. Normally, people
I don't mince words, and I also don't mind answering questions.
People beat around the bush with me for some reason.
Not me.
Well, I
think you lack moral. I think you lack moral fiber.
No, don't say so.
Ali, thank you for the dollar on Venmo. Thank you for the $1 on Venmo, Ali. That's ALLY. It says for the grift. Get that green. I love you guys. Ali, thank you so much.
That's right.
Don't
W's in the chat for Ali. W's in the chat for Susan, who sent us a $5 donation saying for the therapy and hope. Listen, Susan, I'm going to need that because listen, guys, you guys don't know how much my therapy bills are because talking to MAGA all the time, it's not good. It's not good. And the only way that I can actually get through it is because my therapist is awesome. W's in the chat for my therapist as well. W's in the chat for Bree, who sent a $2 donation saying, I didn't even approve this transaction. Now you're just straight up stealing. How dare you, Bree? Again, this is a stick up. Sometimes you got to get it. W's in the chat for Taro, who sent a $2 super chat to say, stay out of my pockets. Listen, run them pockets. I appreciate you so much. I think you lack moral fiber because everything that you say you stand for, you literally voted for it and you support someone who stands in opposite of what you say you believe.
I know. Santana?
Sarah, hold on. Sarah, thank you for the 15 on Cash App. It says, just waiting to see biceps. Have a great Saturday. Sarah, thank you so much. That's SARAW, Sarah.
Hey, Santana, if I could say something. You seem like a good person with a good soul, but I don't like what you just said right now. You don't know anything about
the truth hurts.
What bothered you about it, Michael?
Well, he said that I don't have lack of moral fiber.
Okay. So why did that bother you?
Because it's not true.
Okay. So why do you think you do have moral fiber? Why do you think he's wrong?
Well, because you don't know anything about me. I mean, I help people less fortunate than me. I may not be the best person, but I do help people that's fortunate than me.
Do you think doing some good things outweighs a shitty thing that somebody does?
No, because you know what someone told me? They said, no matter how good you do, they're always going to remember the fuck stuff you did.
Well, it depends on what crappy thing that you did. Yeah, if you like support a rapist, but you also donate to somebody, I'm not sure that really makes up for it.
That evens it out.
It what? Did you just say it evens it out?
And
Get
that's
out of here.
huh?
Get out of here.
Did you just say that it evens it out?
I didn't mean it that way. I meant
How else can you
That's
mean
literally
that?
what you said.
There's no else to mean it. There's no other way to mean it.
Well, let me backtrack.
You literally stopped me in the middle of my sentence.
You stop talking.
I was just about to say something else until I heard the what you just said.
Let me take it
What
back.
in the fuck?
You're right.
Michael.
Sometimes I say things without thinking.
We can tell.
Okay,
But
I've been up for 24 hours, and you know
why?
why? Because I don't work.
So you just stay up all day?
No, I go on TikTok.
Interesting. Michael, thank you for the 10 on Venmo. It says supporting those who truly support those people who actually care for one another. Michael, that really means a lot. Let's have a W Michael in the chat.
Yeah, W's in the chat for Zandra, who sent a $3 donation, said, "Thank you for spreading the truth. We need more people like you." No, we need more people like you. I'm okay, but the people that are like you guys are really the ones that we need more of, and I appreciate you so much more. W's in the chat for Tia, who sent a $4.99 super chat to say, "Can you ask him to describe what's happening in the Proud Boy meeting?" We tried to get him to tell us about the Proud Boy meetings, but he didn't actually go into it. I don't know. I think it's a secret. Michael, just to bring it back, right? Because like literally you're showing why I said you don't have moral character, moral fiber. Not only thank you so much for the boxing gloves. Not only is the things that you said you stand for and you care about in direct opposition of what Donald Trump stands for and what he does, but literally, you said that your line was Donald Trump dragging your people across the Home Depot parking lot and also going after people that have been here 40 years. That's what you said. You said that, but you are still supporting him because again, you said if the election happened today, you would vote for him. And you then continue to talk about how Donald Trump is creating peace in the Middle East. You talked about all these other things. So the fact of the matter, you literally were a grape apologist as we were talking about E. Jean Carroll and her credible victory as far as Donald Trump essaying her. You immediately tried to attack her character to support Donald Trump. Like literally, this is why I said that you lack moral fiber. And then to say that, yes, you do good things, and so it's okay that you actually you actually stand in support of a rapist because the good things that you do balances out the bad things that you stand for. How does any of that make sense, and how does any of that contribute to any type of moral character or fiber, Michael?
It doesn't. He has no fiber, no moral character.
No, we're talking about you. We're not even talking about Trump anymore. We're talking about you, bud.
You talk about moral fiber. Everything is directed towards me.
So you acknowledge he has no moral fiber, but you vote for a guy that has no moral fiber.
Oh my God.
Not, oh my God. Why?
I can't explain it. I don't know.
Try.
Okay, you want to know reason why? Because my grandfather and my father were Republicans, and the Republican Party gave Mexicans a chance to become whoever they want in this country. They're very, very successful.
You think so?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. Give me a second. W's in the chat for M. M sent a $1 donation. Said he was retired, and now he said he was up working for 24 hours for work. You know what? I missed that. He did say that.
No, I said I've been up for 24 hours.
You said because you work, but then you also said you were retired. Pick a struggle. Yeah, that's something. The math ain't mathing. Math ain't mathing. W's in the chat for Lisa for who sent a $5 donation saying, "Keep up the great work and spreading the truth." Lisa, thank you so much for the fine. You are so kind. W's in the chat for Martin who sent a $10 donation saying, "The amount of good the guest has done will compensate those that he harmed as a member of the Proud Boy. As a Hispanic, we do not claim him." Listen, that's what they said, not me. That's what they said. Also, W's in the chat for the senseless gamer who sent a $2 super chat to say, ask Michael if he got his gold Trump shoes yet. Did you get your gold Trump shoes?
I afford it because of Governor Newsom.
Yeah, no, it's because of Trump. W's in the chat for Barbara, who sent a $20 super chat to say, we all know it was going to be like this. This caller is an effing idiot. He's not good at this. W's in the chat for Helix Hammer, who sent a $1.99 super chat, say, did you vote without thinking too, Michael? Michael, like, yes. What was your thought process behind your vote? Because you literally just said that the Republican Party has given Hispanic people the ability to grow and prosper and all this other stuff, and we know for a fact that that's not true. That's not true at all.
Okay, so how did I do it? My dad and grandfather.
Why don't you tell us, or better yet, tell me what the Republican Party actually did to support Hispanic Americans?
Today or back then?
Doesn't matter, either one.
Well,
or how about combination? Tell me both.
Well, I can't. I mean, I don't go back that far. But
okay, then just tell me today. What have they done today? Are the Democrats the one trying to keep DACA recipients from actually getting citizenship? Are the Democrats the one that are saying that we need to engage in mass deportation? Are the Democrats the one that's saying that we need to monetize claiming asylum? Are the Democrats the ones doing that, or is it the Republicans?
I think you need people like me to point your fingers at.
No one wants to hear your Scarface speech. I don't care about you being the bad guy. I want you to answer the question.
That was good. You know, you're all good. You're good.
You struggle so much to answer questions, Michael.
It's just I've been up for 24 hours.
You keep using that as an excuse.
You said that already.
I lost my voice. I have a singing voice. I sing, and
you're still talking. You didn't lose your voice if you're still talking.
But look how raspy it sounds. Look, it sounds real raspy. You know,
so you were just up all night singing?
Yeah, I go on live. I used to sing on Broadway, and I go on live. And
no one cares about any of that, Michael. Answer the question directly.
I'll tell you, it gets the women going this way.
I'm sure it does.
Thank you for that, at least. Can I ask you something?
Answer the question, Michael. What
serious.
has the Republican Party did to support Hispanic Americans today? We've literally named all the things that they're negatively doing to affect those people. Now tell me something that they did to actually support them.
Well, he's actually done nothing, really, to tell you the truth.
Okay, then why would you say that?
You're not really good at defending the guy.
No, let me ask you something.
God damn.
Something new came up. I want to ask you guys if you ever heard of this thing called Discord.
Yes, we're aware of what Discord is.
No, what is Discord?
Well, I just found it. You download it. But it's like I couldn't believe it when I saw
Michael,
it.
if we're gonna go off topic, can I hear you sing?
I've lost my voice, Wayne.
No. I just want to hear just a small sample.
All right, but my voice is bad.
That's fine. It's fine.
W's in the chat for Lisa, who sent a $10 donation for more pistachios. And Lisa, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yes.
No.
I need to go buy more, as a matter of fact. I appreciate you so much. W's in the chat for Lisa, guys.
Hey,
let's just hear a small sample of your singing. Just real quick, small sample.
I could go turn this. My computer's on. I could put the background music for this song.
I just want to hear a sample. I just want to hear if you're good.
Well, I need the background music, but I'll do a little acapella. My voice.
Well, that's up to Santana if he wants to do it. I don't want to
go. Yeah, I want to hear acapella. Go.
Okay. Well, what song?
Your best one.
Well, I have 10 best ones, to tell you the truth.
Just your favorite.
Sing Nice and Slow by Usher.
I don't do that, Usher. I don't do thug music. But let me do a
thug music. Wow. Wow. Holy smokes. Was that a dog whistle?
No.
Was that a dog whistle? You said Usher was thug music. What makes Usher thug music?
It's just the way he presses around, on the stage.
Interesting.
So what makes Usher thug music?
Okay, so he wears these chains and his chest is open, all hanging out. I mean, that's
would you say that like Justin Timberlake makes thug music?
No, not at all.
Okay, so what's the degree of separation between Justin Timberlake's music and Usher's music?
I think Usher says stuff like,
JT does as well. Go ahead.
We're going to go to the hood. He says stuff like,
He doesn't say anything about going to the hood. Literally, you're literally engaging in racism and anti-blackness. That's what you're doing right now. You literally just let your bigotry show. That's
I have a black friend, 2 black friends.
No one cares about you trying to tokenize your black friend. No one cares about that, Michael.
We do a podcast together, me and him.
I don't care about you trying to tokenize your black friend, Michael. Because you literally just engage in anti-blackness. Because there's no degree of separation between Usher's music and JT's music when it comes to the type of music they put out. But yet you try to say, oh, Usher has his shirt open and he wears chains.
Well, you guys
and talks about want to go to the hood.
You guys
I've never heard Usher say, let's go to the hood.
You guys are making it look really bad. So, okay, hold on.
You're making yourself look really bad, Michael. You've done that this entire time.
Hold on. No, I like you guys, to tell the truth. So it's going to be Eyes Without a Face by Chris Isaac. So it's just a little few bars, but I need my music, but I'll just do it this way. My voice is bad, though, so give me a break. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Eyes without a face. God, no. Well, see, I can't do it. My voice is bad.
Hey, Michael.
Okay. Hold on.
Hey, Michael.
It wasn't that bad. Keep going.
Okay.
Wait,
1, 2,
hey, Michael.
3. Eyes without a face. God, I could I'd sing. I sang on Broadway, but right now you can see my voice. I want to sing so bad right now.
I hear you. Hey, Michael.
Come with me.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
You like magic?
Does that mean you're going to drop me now?
No, it's just a question. Do you like magic?
People, they say that I'm magic in the bedroom.
Sure, but do you like magic?
Yeah, everybody likes magic.
Yeah, okay. Fuck off, Michael.
I can't believe he subjected himself to that for that long.
That was the weirdest thing. The weirdest thing.
The guy has no ability for embarrassment. He wasn't embarrassed in the least bit.
Like, what are we even doing? Holy smokes. W's in the chat for Jeff. Jeff sent a $5 donation saying Michael's going to need a binky for his big man baby brain after this. Long live the Griff. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. Absolutely. Long live the Griff. Michael was, again, MAGA. Michael was the best of you. He literally said he went to Columbia. That was a point of him. A point of contention for him is that he was smart because he went to Columbia. So there's that.
That guy went to Columbia?
That's what he said.
I don't know about that.
That's what he said.
If he says so.
That's what he said. Exactly, Hector. Long live the Griff. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. And guys, please, please, please take care of Doug while he's here. Make sure that you are gifting Doug. Hit his pay links. Show Doug some love. I'm sure Doug could use an extra $5 to buy some more creatine or protein powder or some, like some beef jerky or something. Guys, show Doug some love. his pay links are running in the poll. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. Get in the box if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Doug, it's been interesting. And the thing that I'm really trying to get to the bottom of is where's the line for Trump supporters? And I would think that if there were ever a line, they would have been able to clearly articulate it and say hey, we don't stand for these things, and that's why we no longer support Trump. But they haven't been able to do so yet, and that's a problem.
Yeah, there is no line. That's why, because any line that they say they have, once Trump gets onto that line or goes over it, they make the new line. The line keeps going forward and forward, right? Mm-hmm. It's a made up line.
Yeah. I don't know, and so this is the reason why it's a little hard for them to actually come up and defend Trump anymore, because even when they kind of think that he might be doing something, it's always a lie, right? Yep. There's something that I've tried to make sure that I make a point about is that Donald Trump is performative. Anything that you can say that, oh, Donald Trump is doing this and it's good, it's either normally a lie or it's something that's super performative, right? Mm-hmm. Even when you talk about Donald Trump actually sending the National Guard to DC, It's super performative because one, crime was already going down in DC. Two, they have the National Guard walking in a serpentine pattern, meaning just walking in the same circle. And three, they're patrolling the safest parts of DC already. So literally, it's just performative, and that's the problem that I have.
Same in Chicago. So I was born and raised in Chicago. All the parts in Chicago that they're in are like the nicer parts of Chicago. And by the way, most of Chicago is pretty nice. It's not even in the top 20 of the schmurders per capita. Yeah. People think that Chicago is full of crime. No, not really.
It's because black people are there. Crosby, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I just wanted to hear your views on socialism and communism in American society.
I appreciate you, but that's not what this live is about. This is about debating Trump supporters. W's in the chat for Amar, I think it's pronounced Amar, one of the two, who sent a $3 donation saying, dropping Michael on that Thug song, You Ate King. Listen, you already knew when he said that Usher made Thug music, I already knew he was about to see some magic. I already knew he was going to see magic. W's in the chat for Amar. Thank you so much for that donation. Guys, we are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates like MAGA. It's so funny because Doug, they're so bold in the comments, but they're absolutely terrified when it comes to getting in the box and actually using their big boy voices, right? They're like they don't have anything that they can stand on because they don't have substance. Also, they don't know stuff. They don't know stuff.
No, the same thing in my lives. They'll talk all this shit in the comments, but every time I invite them to come on up, they never accept it. And if they do, they have a completely different personality when they come on up. They're so much more intimidated.
Yeah. What does this person say? Oh, what did he say? Not trying to listen to someone eat while they're talking.
I'm sorry.
No. They were talking about me. Guess what? This is my live. This is literally my live. So if you don't want to hear me eat, scroll away. I'm eating in two ways, pistachios and these Trump supporters. Slay.
I'm eating chocolate-covered strawberries, these ones right here, and then these ones. They're both really fucking good.
I'm eating pistachios.
This is my breakfast.
Yeah. You're obsessed with pistachios? I am too.
Pistachios are really good.
I think
they're really good.
Yeah, they are. I'm gonna do this one time and one time only. I'm gonna do this one time only because I know that MAGA, you guys need a safe space. They need a safe chat. They need a safe space. As a matter of fact, chat, while I give them this offer, can you drop some baby bottles and some snowflakes in the chat while I lay this offer out? Because they need a safe space. So drop the baby bottles and the snowflakes in the chat. MAGA, we know that you need a safe space. And so since you need a safe space, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. If you request up right now, I'll let you talk about Joe Biden in the auto pen, Hunter Biden in his laptop, Barack Obama and him investigating Trump with Russia, Nancy Pelosi stocks, Kamala Harris laugh. Hell, I'll even let you talk about Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton and Epstein Island. So if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. You can talk about any and every one of those things. This is a once in a lifetime deal. Once in a lifetime deal. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box because you will never get another creator that creates a safe space like this for you. Carrie, are you a Trump supporter? Carrie, are you a Trump supporter? I don't think Carrie meant to come up. This is a once in a lifetime deal. Harry, no, I don't think Harry meant to come up either. I don't think this person's a Trump supporter either. Guys, take a look at the bottom of your screen. If you see the pink and blue person, you're good. You're good. You accidentally request up again, Harry. But if you see the gray, that means you're in the request. Please, please, please make sure that if you see the gray, that means you're in the request and you're coming up for a debate. If you see pink and blue, you're good. W's in the chat for Cool Breeze who said, does Doug have a YouTube? Doug, do you have a YouTube?
I do not. I probably should start making one, but no, I
You
don't
should.
have one. Yeah, I
You should.
know.
As a matter of fact, really quick, guys, if you're over on the YouTubes and you're watching, go ahead and hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. A lot of people watch but don't necessarily follow. Hit that follow button. I want to make it to 9,000 on YouTube today, and I think we can do it. We're super close. I think we're less than 200 away or something like that. Like I want to get to 9,000 over on the YouTubes today. So make sure you hit that follow on the YouTubes, and also make sure you hit the follow up here on TikTok. If you see me and if you see the word follow up at the top, hit that follow button. Hit the follow button.
How long
Also
have you
follow
been
Doug.
How long have you been doing the YouTube thing for?
I don't know. Not as long as TikTok for sure.
Yeah.
And I've been doing TikTok for like a year.
Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah, I'd like to get into it. I just haven't gotten around to it. So
YouTube's is dope. Alex, are you a Trump supporter? Alex, are you a Trump supporter?
Wait, please kick me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, wait, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not. I didn't mean to join. Can you please kick me?
You didn't
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. Nope, not kicking you. You got to tell the chat to tap the screen and follow. And you got to do a mod announcement since you're up here now.
Okay, wait. Everyone tap the screen, follow Santana and Doug, and go to their bios to go to the Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal.
Good job.
And like the stream.
Like
Like the stream on YouTube too. Okay.
That's
bye.
what I'm talking about. Thank you, Alex.
Have a nice day.
You as well. That was in the chat for Alex.
By the way, guys, for anybody that doesn't know me, I do fitness lives a couple times a week where I answer any fitness questions. So if you guys ever have any questions in regards to fitness and you guys are sick of like the BS misinformation out there, I'm always happy to help. I don't charge you guys to answer any questions or anything. I do offer online training though, if you're interested in that, but just to throw that out there, guys.
Ooh, Doug, you and I have not gotten an opportunity to talk about Tylenol.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Wait. This is what I'm going to do because we need the Trump supporters here, but I want to hear that conversation. So chat. Hit that follow button. Follow me. Hit the follow button. Also, can we take care of these donuts really quick? That's the daily goal. Can we knock out these donuts really quick? What up, Gucci? Hit the follow button. Also follow Doug. This is what we're going to do because I would love to hear Doug's opinion on Tylenol, but we also want to get Trump supporters in. So I'm going to hit a quick reset to see if we can get them in, right? And once we get back, I want you guys to go to my page. And I posted a video about Donald Trump and how he continues to put grapists around him. If you haven't seen, Robert Morris was just pled guilty. He's getting sentenced for 10 years for pleading guilty to graping a 12-year-old. And Robert Morris was Donald Trump's spiritual advisor. And he also started one of the largest mega churches in Texas, Gateway Church. And again, in 2016, he helped secure the evangelical vote for Donald Trump. And during Trump's first administration, he sat on Donald Trump's evangelical board. And yes, he's a rapist. And I call out the fact that not only does Donald Trump have him around, he's had, people like Diddy around, Epstein around, and all this other stuff. And for some reason, Donald Trump keeps bringing those people back around. Matt Gaetz, all of them. So go to my page, watch that video. I just posted, it's pinned. It's my first video. Go ahead, go to that page, interact, like everything. We're going to hit a quick reset and Doug's going to come back. And when Doug comes back, I need everybody tapping the screen, sharing the live. We're going to get really engaged. And then we're going to get more Trump supporters up here. And I'm going to hear Doug's opinion on the whole Tylenol thing. So we're going to hit a quick reset, guys. And we're coming.
If you don't want to recognize that, that's okay. That's you. I can't argue against people that are not willing to accept fact and definitions, and I can't argue against that.
Again, I have told you all you've given me is a descriptive definition. You haven't given me a prescriptive one. I don't even think you. All you've come up here and done is told me your little fifis.
My guy. Okay. No, it's the enforcement of a rule or a method. The enforcement of it is simply thinking that another race is less than you, period. That is the enforcement of it.
So I'm sorry that your masculinity is so fragile that you can't tell me that you don't know the difference between a descriptive and prescriptive definition.
I am so sorry that you are so misandrous that you can't realize
descriptive
that.
definition is
You stepped in the best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in shame. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Great stats will get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat. You talk slick, but you ain't got source. Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force. I'm the test, the trap, the trip, the call. You slip once, I'm snatching it all. Yeah. Step in if you dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you?
Tap the screen, guys. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 8,000 likes. If you're in the request, hold tight. We're gonna get you in here. We're gonna get you in here. Hold tight if you're in the request. Tap the screen. Let's get the likes up to 8,000 likes, guys. Also, knock out the daily heart me, please.
No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
Or I'm sorry, the daily goal. Knock the daily goal out. It's the little love you very much.
Yeah, this ain't a safe place. This a flame space. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Santana.
We will go ahead and bring people back up. Bring people back up. So tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things. Why is it doing that? That's weird. Sorry, guys. Give me half a second here. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm paused? That's weird. What about now? Is it still saying that I'm paused? Okay. All right. Am I good now? That was weird. That was the TikToks. That was the TikToks. That wasn't me. I don't know what happened. Thank you for the cap. All right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get Doug back up. And again, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates, guys. This is Sparring with Santana. We are only looking for some debates. 1 second here. Lady, are you a Trump supporter?
Please don't kick me. I'm not, but it would really be nice if y'all would do lives that open up.
I appreciate you so much, but again, please respect the boundaries. I hear you. There's other ways that you can get in contact with me. Like I check my DMs. You can get in contact via K. Guys, please respect the boundaries of the live. If you're not a Trump supporter, please do not request up. I appreciate you so much, but seriously, like we're only looking for some debates. Thank you. David.
Yo.
Did you come up here with a better debate today?
Yeah.
David, we're not going to debate abortion. Got it?
Why? So you won't?
Because you're a man, you have a uterus, and you're also not good at debating abortion.
Let's see. Okay, so can I state my argument or not? Or
You just said we're not.
No,
You said we're not.
Really, no. one, I've already debated you on abortion, and like you're not good at it. Two, we've already clearly defined you have no uterus, none.
Yeah, all three of us are men. Like
Exactly.
I don't think we should be
weird.
debating that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Three
you-
men up on a TikTok live debating abortion. That's weird. You know what, David? I'll make you a deal. Go get a uterus and come
Okay.
back with it, and then I'll let you debate abortion.
That's a good deal.
So it seems like you cannot debunk my natural order telos conjunction with causal obligation argument. Okay.
Hey, no. It seems like that none of us have the ability to actually birth children, to actually carry children. And the simple fact of the matter is, I don't care what you think about abortion. Sorry, I don't. You don't have the ability. You're not someone that could actually bring life into this world in that way. You don't get a say so. And plus, it's three dudes on a panel talking about women and women's health and their bodies. That's weird. Stop being weird. Find
so you're
something else to
running.
actually debate.
So you're running. Tell me, Santana. Define natural order telos. Guess what? You
Hey,
That's what you
David,
can't,
David,
because you're not philosophically smart. That's what you can't.
David. What's your debate that's not abortion?
Huh? So you're
What's
running.
your
Just
debate
say
that's
that.
not What's your debate that's not abortion, David?
So you're running. Just say that.
No. I need you to answer that question. What's your debate that's not abortion? You
What's
don't
my
have
debate?
one. You
So you're
don't
running.
have one. That's what it is. You literally don't have an actual debate. You, for some reason, a 19-year-old that doesn't have kids, that is not a woman, for some reason is trying to run through TikTok and debate men about women's health care. It's weird. You're being weird, and I refuse to engage in your weirdness. David,
Okay.
do you have an actual debate about why you support Trump without talking about women and their bodies?
How am I weird? How? Tell me.
I've already explained to you, you're 19-year-old, don't have kids, you're not a woman, but yet you're on TikTok live debating women's body. Now, do you have a reason why you support Trump without talking about trying to control women and their body?
How is that weird? Tell me how.
You just did. I'm not going to repeat the same thing over. Now, David.
You just told me a statement.
David.
You told me a
David.
statement. Now give me
David.
proof or facts that that's weird.
David.
Debating women's bodies. You told me a statement.
Sure. David, are you pro mandatory vasectomy?
Am I? No.
Okay.
That would.
Why aren't you pro mandatory vasectomy?
Simple. Because that does not fit my argument at all.
Yeah, exactly. Listen,
No
that's
shit.
the only reason you don't believe in it is because it doesn't fit your argument, because you just want to debate women's body. The simple fact of the matter is, David, if you were actually someone who cared about being, pro-life or whatever the case may be, you would look at other alternatives to restrict the loss of life through abortions, and you would look at the most effective ways, which the most effective ways would be regulating the male body, but that doesn't fit your actual debate. That doesn't fit your argument, so you don't want to talk about those things. Also, it's just an argument for you. You know what the problem is, David? This is what it really boils down to. You all, for some reason, think that these debates are sport. It's all for fun, shits and giggles, or shiggles, as I always say. But I refuse to continue to debate someone about other people's humanity when you don't have any skin in the game. If you were a woman and you wanted to say, this is why I believe it, then I would be willing to listen to it.
Sure.
But you're a man. No, you're a man that's using this as a talking point for fun, for games, because you don't actually have to be the one that's going through not having access to healthcare. You don't have to be the one. You don't have to be the one carrying these kids. You don't have to be the one making the decision that lasts for the rest of your life, whether you keep this kid or you get rid of this kid. You're using this for sport, and I have no interest in talking to you about something that you're using for sport. Now, David, if you have any other premise on why you support Donald Trump, I'm willing to hear that, but I refuse to talk to you about women's right to health care.
Are you trying to say that women have more authority when it comes to the A-B combo? So you are doing a like
David, if you have any, David, I need you to listen to me. David, can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay, you can. Got it. Cool. David, if you have an argument about why you support Donald Trump that is not about abortion, I'm willing to hear that now. If you do not, say you do not, and then I can find someone else to talk to. It's your choice. Either we're going to talk about something else or you're going to leave. It's one of the two. I don't want to hear you talk about abortion or try to make any other points. I need you to pick. A, you have something else that you want to talk about why you support Trump, or B, you're going to leave. Which one?
I do not. Just keep running from me. Good boy.
Okay, so it's B. All right.
Good
there we
boy.
go.
Good boy.
I hear you. I hear you. Listen, I'm a grown man. You can't play mind games with me. It doesn't work like that. I legitimately don't fall for that. Oh, good boy.
He thinks he was gonna bait you into it.
Yeah, has no idea. Met Wellness, are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely. Hey, I am. My name's Todd. I'm 46 years old from Kansas City.
Perfect. Todd, give me half a second really quick. W's in the chat for Susan. Thank you so much for sending a $5 donation to say the castration P3DO and rapists, or then castrate P3DOs and rapists. I completely agree. W's in the chat for you. Also, W's in the chat for Cindy, who joined the members over on the tube. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you more than you can ever imagine, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and links are in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. Over on the tube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. And we got Doug here. Make sure we're showing Doug some love. Make sure we're gifting Doug. His pay links are running in the poll. Show Doug some love. Todd, all right, apologize. The floor is yours. You said you're a Trump supporter.
Yes.
Before you tell me too much, I would like to know, where's the line?
Where's the line on what?
When is enough for you and you will no longer support Trump? Because we can talk about the fact that he's forced the government shutdown. We can talk about the misinformation medicine he continues to perpetuate. We can talk about him, the political attacks that he continues to engage in. We can talk about his foreign fumbles, or we can talk about the constitutional crisis. But I just need to understand, like, when is enough going to be enough for MAGA?
I wouldn't call myself MAGA at all. I traditionally am a independent. Just to give you a little historical context, I voted for Clinton. I voted for Bush, Obama, whoever Obama ran against in 2012.
Sure. Out of the last 3 elections that Donald Trump has been involved in, who did you vote for?
I voted for Donald Trump every time.
So you triple Trump?
Yep. All
right, so you're MAGA. Anyway, cool. So where's the line?
If you want to call me MAGA for
I am. You literally triple Trump. You're MAGA. Where's the line?
Okay, there isn't a line for me. I judge based on what I see, and far what I see, I agree with what he's doing.
Wait. So there's nothing that he can do that would lose your support?
No, of course there's stuff he can do that.
Well, that's what Santana's asking you.
If he got caught doing something nefarious, if he got caught sucking a Cub Scout's dick, I would no longer support him.
Okay, first and foremost, that's like fucking weird for you to say. So let's not say that again. Hold on. Stop, Todd. Stop, Todd. That's weird. This is TikTok. This is a children's app. Don't say shit like that online. Period. Right? Let's not do that. All right?
Now, do you want to keep this to where we don't cuss then? Because I can honor that.
It's not about cursing. It's literally about what you just said.
Okay, so then again, your morality is subjective to your opinion.
No, it's not my morality. This is a kid's app. Literally, you will get banned off of the app for saying shit like that. That's what I'm saying. It's not me. It's the app.
Okay, all right. Can we move on?
Sure. Be mindful of TikTok-friendly language. With that being said,
okay, if he did something that could force him to go to prison.
What if he was best friends with someone who was the biggest well-known offender who actually raped kids on an island? Would that be enough for you?
Yes, it would.
Okay, so he was literally best friends with Epstein.
Okay, if you want to talk about history, Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago and banned him from that property.
Why?
Back in
why?
Well, I believe it's because of what Donald Trump felt Jeffrey Epstein was.
Nope, it's not. And Donald Trump has actually been on record explaining why he did it.
Okay, why did he do it?
Because Epstein kept stealing young girls from Mar-a-Lago, and Donald Trump didn't like the fact that he kept stealing girls from him. And specifically, some of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein used to work for Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago while they were underage. He talked about one that worked there that was a part of the like the masseuse department at Mar-a-Lago, and Epstein actually stole her away from Trump. And so he was mad that he kept stealing people away from him.
Okay, I will donate $1,000 to you right now if you can show me a video of Trump saying that.
Okay, you said $1,000 right now.
Yep, show me, send me the link.
Okay, Todd.
You're gonna hold to
Don't
that,
bullshit
right?
me.
No, send me the link.
Okay, no, don't even worry about it. You know what's funny? I got that video on my phone because I made a video about it. So I need you to send me this $1,000 as soon as I send this, show you, okay?
He's gonna
don't
move
run
the
either,
goalpost.
Todd.
Nope, I won't run.
Say it again, Doug.
He's gonna move the goalpost when you show it.
He is.
No, just to be clear, you said that Donald Trump kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago
because he was stealing
underage girls that they were doing
per Trump's own words.
Yeah, they were doing inappropriate stuff with.
No, he said, no, that's not what I said. I said that he kicked Trump. I mean, Trump kicked Jeff out of Mar-a-Lago because he kept stealing young girls from him. And one of the young girls that he stole away was not only working in the masseuse parlor, but she was one of the victims of Epstein's. And you said that if I show you the video, send me my monies.
What?
Let me turn this background off. Oh, hold on, sorry. And just to set the stage, just to let you know, they were on Air Force One. They were on Air Force One, and the press corps was asking Donald Trump about this.
When was this video taken?
This was from July the 29th, this year. All right, ready?
Some of them young women. Well, I don't want to say, but everyone knows the people that were taken. And it was the concept of taking people that work for me is bad. But that story's been pretty well out there. And the answer is yes, they were. Yes, they were. Yeah. What did they do? In the spa. In the spa. Yeah, people that work in the spa. I have a great spa, one of the best spas in the world at Mar-a-Lago. And people were taken out of the spa, hired by him. In other words, gone. And other people would come and complain, this guy is taking people from the spa. I didn't know that. And then when I heard about it, I told him, I said, listen, we don't want you taking our people, whether it was spa or not spa. I don't want him taking people. And he was fine. And then not too long after that, he did it again. And I said, out of here.
Mr. President, did one of those stolen
Can you send me that link?
persons that include Virginia Jeffrey?
I don't know. I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people. Yeah. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know. None whatsoever.
So the person that they brought up, the reason why I want to make sure you heard that in, Virginia Guffey is someone who has been on record, someone that testified against Epstein, and someone that was found that Epstein actually raped, and she unalived herself this year, allegedly unalived herself this year, but she used to work at Mar-a-Lago, and she was a victim of Epstein by Trump's own admission. Hey, Todd, where's my $1,000?
No. That's the.
Yeah, and here comes the excuses. Here comes
No, Todd. Hold on, Todd. Where's my $1,000?
Stop.
Where's my $1,000, Todd?
I let you talk uninterrupted. If you're not going to give me the same courtesy, I'll end the call.
Todd. I'm literally willing to give you the floor. I'm willing to give you the floor, but again, I need to know where's my money, man. Where's my money? Because you said $1,000. Where's my money?
That video didn't prove what you just said.
It literally. What did I say, Todd?
Okay, you said that Donald Trump terminated his relationship or kicked Jeffrey Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago because Jeffrey Epstein was stealing young girls from that property and putting them down in the sex trade.
That is not what I said. I said that Donald Trump ended his friendship with Epstein because he kept stealing women from Mar-a-Lago to hire away from him. That's what I said. And you said play the video, and I played the video. Where's my $1,000, Todd?
I want to see the whole video under context, not something that you picked up.
I don't care. No. I don't care about you. No.
Todd, no, motherfucker,
Todd,
you keep interrupting me. You said
Todd,
you would shut up.
You
and let
literally,
me talk,
Todd.
And now
you literally said no. Stop talking.
You're just
stop
like
talking.
every one of these fuckers that you want to get on
Todd,
your podium.
Stop talking. You're running because you know that you got
no,
caught.
because you won't let me finish.
I literally stopped talking so you could speak.
Todd,
why won't you stop talking so I can speak?
Because you said you would
you're
shut.
crashing out. You're crashing out. Stop it. You're crashing out. You're saying you want to hear context. We stopped and we listened. We heard the reporter, and there he ran. They're all the fucking same. They're literally all the same. I don't understand why the fuck would you make a bet for $1,000 when you're not going to pay it?
Hey, we knew he wasn't going to.
I knew he wasn't, but I don't understand why they do that, Doug. Like, why would you bet $1,000 when you have no interest? Or like, what?
He was banking on the fact that you weren't going to send it or you weren't going to have it or some bullshit like that.
He was banking on the fact that I wouldn't, knowing. Not only do I,
you had it
I
right
don't talk
on
about
hand.
stuff.
You had it like that.
Yeah, because I make videos about all this stuff. Like literally, I use this in videos, and then I don't delete the videos because I keep them because I'm like, you know what, this shit is wild. I might need to keep this. And like literally, the funny thing about all of that is that the reason why I was so adamant about that is because he was talking about context. Like Donald Trump was asked the question by the reporter. Like the reporter, he said, "Oh, we need to hear the whole thing and not just a snippet." That wasn't a snippet. The reporter had the question. Donald Trump fully answered the question, and they moved on to another question, and Donald Trump answered the other question. So what context could be lacking if I told you they were on Air Force One and Donald Trump was answering questions from the press pool? I gave you the day that it was done, and I let you hear the whole thing.
It was the entire context. You gave him all the context he needed.
He just flat out lied. He knew that he wasn't going to pay the money, and he knew that he didn't have a point. And that's why he crashed out and ran when I sat there and proved them wrong. They can't even say that. I saw someone say that he didn't even concede. Exactly. You not only did you not pay up, which I wasn't expecting him to pay up because they're fucking liars, but you can't even say that you're wrong.
Yep. They struggle with that so much. Their egos are so big, they will never allow themselves to say they're wrong.
That's so fucking wild. They're so mediocre.
And it's funny, these same men claim to be alpha men and whatever the fuck they say, right? But like, first of all, I don't think alpha men exist, but if they were to, I think a trait of an alpha guy would be somebody who can admit when they're wrong, right? Yeah. Who can grow from their mistakes and who can grow from like learning opportunities. What that guy did was not that.
And let's be clear, Doug. This is what we've seen. Chat, let's be clear. We've had 2 Trump supporters come up, and there's none requesting right now. Trump supporters get in the box because you need a better showing than this. Like literally, you need a better showing than this. But the 2 Trump supporters that came up, you have the one Trump supporter who only wanted to argue abortion and admitted that he had nothing else to talk about, and even admitting that he didn't want to advocate for mandatory vasectomies because it didn't fit his argument, not because it's not logical, not because that's not something that is practical and that would actually be beneficial. He literally admitted that he didn't want to engage in that because it goes against his argument. And then when given the chance to talk about anything else because he doesn't have a uterus, he decided that he was going to try to rage bait, and so I kicked him. And then the second guy comes up, Todd, 42, from Missouri, who said that he's not a Trump supporter and he's an independent, yet he triple Trump. He voted for Trump 3 straight times in a row. And then he said his line was if Donald Trump engaged with being a P3DO. And I said, well, what if he was best friends with someone who was a 3PDO? He said, yeah, that'll do it. I said, well, Epstein. He said, well, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago for when he found out. And I said, that's not it. He kicked him out because Epstein was stealing Trump's employees, which some of them were underage. He said, that's not true. If you can show me a video of that, I'll send you $1,000 right now. I showed the video. Guess who has not had $1,000 hit his Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Santana Speaks for You just yet? Me. Because Todd lied. So that's what MAGA is. MAGA is a bunch of liars. They have no moral fiber. There's no line for them. They don't believe in the things that they say they believe in. They don't stand on anything. They don't stand for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's who they are.
You still want to go over the acetaminophen thing, or do you want to hold up on that?
Let's give it half a second, because I do want to hear that. I do want to hear that, but guys, keep tapping the screen, share the live. We can knock the daily gift goal out a couple of times. It'll push us out more. We need to push through the live right now, if you get what I'm saying. So I need everyone locked in, tap the screen, do all the wonderful things. If you'd like to support myself or Doug, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Santana Speaks for You. Doug's pay links are running in the poll in the bio. If you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. Simple question. If you're MAGA, get in the box. Simple question. I need to know where's the line, right? Because there has to be a point when you guys say that I can't support what he's doing. And I'm genuinely open to hear when you guys will be able to say that I can't support this anymore. Because we know for a fact, it's not about the government shutdown. They lied to you guys and said that the reason why the government is being shut down is because the Democrats want to give undocumented immigrants health care. That's not true. To be clear, the only bit of power that the Democrats hold is that they can hold their support and say that we want you to do these two things. What they're looking for is for the cuts to Medicaid to actually not go in place due to the big, beautiful bill. They're trying to actually slow the cuts to Medicaid, and they're trying to get the Republicans to extend the Affordable Care Act subsidies. There's actually subsidies that that have been put in place, and not only have they been put in place, but they are overwhelmingly supported by people on the, oh, thank you for the wings. The people on the left, people on the right, and even MAGA overwhelmingly support the Affordable Care Act. Now, MAGA supports the Affordable Care Act until someone says Obamacare, and then they lose their mind because they don't know that those are the same thing. But regardless, and so they're trying to extend those current subsidies that are in place that makes it more affordable for everyone. That's it. That's why the government is shut down right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because Republicans want to harm everyday Americans and make healthcare more expensive, and they're lying and saying that, one, it's the quote unquote radical left, but two, it's about undocumented immigrants having access to healthcare. It's not.
And let's make it very clear that in 2011, I believe it was, that Trump said when talking about Obama and the shutdown at that time, that if there is a shutdown, it's the president's fault.
He did.
Yep. He heard his own words. So if we're going to quote Trump, this is his fault.
Yep. Now we're going to talk about the misinformation medicine with Doug here in just a second, so I won't go too far in that one. But we can also talk about his political attacks, how he literally is going after his political opponents, how he openly tweeted out information to Pam Bondi saying that she needed to prosecute his political opponents, including James Comey. Like, he's literally out here weaponizing the Department of Justice, even though they claim that's what was happening to him. For some reason, MAGA, you claim that Donald Trump was being targeted by the Justice Department, but yet Donald Trump didn't spend any time in jail. Donald Trump is actively trying to weaponize his Justice Department to attack his political opponents. We can talk about his foreign fumbles, right? We can talk about the fact that he has had to actually give up and say, you know what? Biden was right. Donald Trump admitted that Biden was right when it comes to Russia and Ukraine. And now he's had to completely back Ukraine against Russia. And now so much so that he's saying that he thinks Russia could keep fighting and regain all the land. Ukraine should keep fighting and can regain all the land from Russia that was taken. Donald Trump admitted that Biden was right. We can also talk about the constitutional crisis. We're literally in a constitutional crisis where Donald Trump is attacked the 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 14th, 13th, all of those amendments. Donald Trump has literally attacked the Constitution in multiple ways, and you guys are just okay with it. So if you're Trump supporter, get in the box.
Trump supporters I've had a handful of Trump supporters come on recently, starting to question some of the things that he's done in relation to the Constitution. Not enough, but there are some that are questioning it, which is nice to see.
I would like for them to not just question.
Yeah, I
what
know.
he's
Much
doing.
further.
I would like for
yeah.
them to push back and say, you know what, this is it. Can't
No,
support him.
I agree, but I gotta take what we can get here, you know.
Yeah. So, with that being said, Doug, I want to hear what your thoughts on the Tylenol.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this isn't going to be any like new information that like you or your followers probably don't know, but I think people struggle, and I hate to use this overused saying, but it's true that correlation does not equal causation, right? We hear that all the time. Some people don't seem to know what that means, right? Just because two variables occur at the same time, that doesn't mean variable A causes variable B. So in this instance, just because some pregnant women have taken acetaminophen, which is what Tylenol is, right? And some of their kids have gotten autism or were born with autism, doesn't mean it caused that thing, right? All of those were observational studies that they have quoted. Observational studies do not show a cause and effect. They just simply show observation. That's all it is, right? And the fact of the matter is, we know that when women are taking acetaminophen, when pregnant, they probably are more likely to have issues. Maybe they're just dealing with health issues, and that's why they take the acetaminophen, right? To cover up headaches or pains or whatever. And those things could be more indicative of possibly having autism. But it's not the acetaminophen that's doing it, though. But there's just so much medical misinformation when it comes to this administration. It's scary. It is really, really scary. But if we go all by the health professionals, none of them acknowledge any of these things that RFK is saying. Like, this is a very rogue opinion of his, right? Like the American College of the American College of Gynecologists. They said in 2021, the study showed no clear evidence that proves a direct relationship between the prudent use of acetaminophen during any trimester and fetal development issues. And this is like that's their expertise, right? Who else are we going to take their word for if not them?
Yeah.
It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating to see these things.
Yeah, I completely agree. And even more than that, like the problem that I have is that when there are multiple studies that directly push back on the premise of what they're saying, and they continue to perpetuate harmful rhetoric, like that's the worst thing. Donald Trump literally is willing to say whatever that comes to his mind when it comes to any type of information without vetting it.
Yep.
And see, that's a problem that I have, because we can talk about the misinformation that was perpetuated during C-19 and how overwhelmingly that was harmful to so many people and they lost their lives. But like they still listen. They still listen and they parrot things that they don't know. They don't research. They don't have any backing, any information. And it's wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I do lives where I talk about RFK and all of his medical misinformation about promoting raw milk and what else? Just all the stupid shit that he promotes, right? Trump supporters in general, they seem to be victim to the natural fallacy, meaning they think just because something is natural or because we did something in the past, therefore that's the most optimal thing that we do, right? And you and I both know just because something's natural, it doesn't mean it's good, right?
Exactly.
Poison ivy is natural. I wouldn't recommend you go out and eat poison ivy or rub it on you or anything like that. And modern medicine, plenty of which is artificial, has saved human lives and has been largely responsible for extending the average lifespan of humans. So this appeal to nature is silly.
Yeah, it is. W's in the chat for Janet. Janet sent a $10 donation saying, they don't even lie well. The Democrats want health care for people who are getting deported. How does that work? Exactly. Like, none of that even makes sense. Their lies and their logic don't correlate. It's weird. It's wild that their lies and their logic doesn't even coordinate. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and Linktree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the tube, you can go ahead and send a super chat, and I will read that out. And also, holy fucking shit, guys, massive W's in the chat for Cinda. Cinda sent a $50 donation to say, thanks for being here. Always a blast. Cinda, thank you so much. You're fucking far too kind. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. A million W's in the chat. You are absolutely awesome. Guys, I appreciate you all so much. I genuinely mean that. I do not take your kindness for granted. Also, guys, don't forget about Doug. Doug's here hanging out. Doug is, and I'm sorry, it's C-I-N-D-A. C-I-N, not an S, C-I-N-D-A. C-I-N-D-A. Cinda, thank you so much for that $50 donation. But guys, take care of Doug. Take care of Doug. Please, please, please do not forget about Doug. Doug is hanging out here with us. Not only do we want to gift him and follow him, but make sure we're showing Doug some love because Doug is awesome.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, and so even the Society for Maternal Fetal Medicine, even they stated that the most up-to-date information that we have has found that the evidence on a causal link between the acetaminophen and neurobehavior disorders are inconclusive, right? So every major medical organization does not show a cause and effect link between the two. And there's studies done, which are better done studies where they look at siblings, right? Because they're like, where they look at siblings and then those differences go away, that correlation disappears. So in the research that people are pointing to, they're not accounting for certain demographics, certain other variables that would affect that correlation that we're referring to. Yeah, this is gonna be problematic. Right, we've already seen his misinformation lead to more people drinking raw milk that have led to outbreaks of certain diseases, which is bad. People not taking vaccines as much that have led to certain outbreaks. Right, we already see the cause and effect of his misinformation.
Yeah, and Doug, like that leads me to wanting to talk about like the fact that not only is Trump supporters, because we know for a fact Trump supporters have often leaned into conspiracy theories, right? And it's easier to disprove facts, I guess the best way to say it, when you don't actually have any information and everything's a conspiracy. But with that being said, they lean into like this misinformation around different like hoax. And so we've already seen them shifting away from like vaccines and they don't think they should vaccinate their kids anymore. And then you mentioned like raw milk. We're talking about now like the misnomer around Tylenol and pregnant women. But like, let's not forget during his first administration, he told people to ingest bleach or, hit the C-19 with bleach and like, and also talked about ivermectin. Like he has a history of giving out harmful medical history without the right people backing in the things that he's saying. And it's causing people to lose their lives. Jillian, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm not, but I had a point about medical.
I appreciate you, Jillian. Guys, listen, seriously, please, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We're looking for some debates. Trump supporters, literally, like, the floor is yours. The floor is yours. We want to actually hear from you, and we're giving you the opportunity to use your voice. I promise you, like, you'll get an opportunity to speak. No one's going to mute you or whatever. Like, I will give you the floor. I want to hear from you. I do, but you got to get the box. If you're friendly, like, again, I appreciate and love you so much, but please do not request that. We're not talking to friendlies. We talk to friendlies on late nights. That's where you get the opportunity to speak. Also, if you want to, you can send a donation. I'll read that out, or you can reach out to like one of my mods and they can pass on the message, but please do not request up if you're friendly. Like we're only looking for some debates. But with that being said, I think it speaks to, Doug, the way that so many Americans are now like, I guess, spitting in the face of modern medicine and pretending as if they know better. And it's weird.
Yeah. There's a lot of medical distrust from people like that. And it's shameful that we have people that have dedicated their entire lives essentially to medicine and to things as it relates to science, right? 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years that they have spent dedicating to these things here, yet they don't want to listen to them, but they want to listen to somebody who has zero experience in this, right? People like conspiracy theories, though. It makes them feel like they're special. It makes them feel like they know information that you and I are not privy to, right? So it gives them a sense of superiority because of that. So I can see why people attach themselves to these things. However, though, these things are harming other people. Like you can say all day, well, Trump is just spewing his opinions and whatever, but he's in a position of authority where people hear what he says, right? And you have to watch very carefully what you say when you're at the center stage of things.
Yeah, and you know, that's the difference. And I say this over and over and over. Like, if Donald Trump was just, you know, crazy Uncle Joe or whatever, like, okay, that's fine. But Donald Trump is the president of the United States, and his words hold weight, right? Regardless of whether you believe in the stuff that he says or not, regardless if you respect him or not, the fact that he actually stands behind the seal of the presidency of the United States of America means that he has an obligation to try to deliver factual information at all time. And Donald Trump doesn't believe that. And whether it's him like not believing it or him being more susceptible to misinformation or disinformation because, you know, he's gotten older, or maybe like the thing that I think, right, Doug, this is why I think that MAGA is so stuck. Thank you, Gucci, for the heart hands. What up, Gucci? The reason why I think that like MAGA is so willing to create this safe space, right? This bubble of lies. The reason why MAGA tends to hide in their cocoon and they like lie back and forth to each other is because Donald Trump does the same thing. Donald Trump creates this echo chamber where it's okay to lie and create reality. And so when he repeats things over and over and over, when he knows it's not true, howdy partner, you can take a look back to like his first administration when they were talking about like the hurricanes, and they told him, like he said, the hurricanes were specifically going to reach an area in Alabama that it wasn't going to hit. And they gave him a map, and he took a Sharpie and he drew like the extension to make it seem, howdy partner, like he was actually going to hit that area. But that's because he wanted to create a reality. And that's what they do. Like they create these realities and they stick to it so much.
Yeah. We see largely, and I know I was talking about this earlier, that he and by extension Trump supporters have a very difficult time admitting when they're wrong on things, or just acknowledging that there's other people who may know more on a certain topic, right? Like, you know, they think they know everything about every single thing that exists out there. But the issue is they can't even substantiate how they come to these conclusions, right? And that's the issue when it comes to these things. So it's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating to see these things. Like, it's one thing when a lot of this medical misinformation was not in the White House, right? It would be, you know, because I saw a lot of this for the last 10, 15, 20 plus years, like in the fitness industry and things like that. But now that it's in the White House, it's a much bigger deal because now it's at center stage of things. Yeah. And like, so what I want to talk about with that is you talk about like how it's in the White House and how it's center stage. But I think even more than that, I'm talking about RFK Jr., right? The whole idea of MAGA, Make America Healthy Again, right? And the fact that they have made RFK Jr. the face of healthy America and wanting to remove chemicals from food and get people to the point where they're no longer being sick and all this other stuff. While first and foremost, let's go on record, right? Let me officially put myself on record. MAGA, you guys voted for a felon rapist. You absolutely voted for a felon rapist. And you voted for Trump. RFK Jr. is a felon and a rapist as well. RFK Jr. is literally a felon and a rapist. And he kept a little black book of all the women that he slept with, and his ex-wife found it, and then he continued to mentally and emotionally torture herself until she unalived herself. RFK Jr. is a piece of shit. He also is not someone who has done anything as far as health, the health field. They say, oh, he was a lawyer, climate, environmental lawyer. He was not someone that has prosecuted any type of cases when it comes to healthcare. He's not a doctor.
All he is an old man that works out. He's admittedly someone who found a bear carcass on the side of the road and decided that he was going to eat said bear carcass. And he put it in his trunk, and then he went to dinner. And then when he didn't have enough time to go drop the bear carcass off because he had to go catch a flight and drop the car off, he took the bear carcass and tossed it into Central Park in New York, which caused an absolute uproar, not just because it was a bear carcass that was in Central Park in New York, but it was the fact that there hadn't been bears seen in Central Park in New York in forever.
Yeah.
And so people was wondering, where did this bear come from? It was because RFK Jr. took the bear carcass that he was going to eat and he tossed it in Central Park. Also, let's not forget that he cut the head off a whale.
Yep.
And he was planning on eating that as well. Or no, he said he did eat it. He wanted to share it with his family.
Yep. Tammy, thank you for the 10 on Venmo, by the way. You're the best, Tammy. Says, this Tylenol thing is just another way to make women feel bad and shame them. I 100% agree. It's so hard to be a mother. You never think you're doing the right thing. And now these MAGA women are going to blame themselves for their children being autistic. It makes me sad. I agree with you, Tammy. Yeah, it's going to have a downstream effect that's going to be pretty bad. But when it comes to RFK, right, people like this is how superficial some Trump supporters are. They see a guy who's in shape, and I'll give RFK this. For his age, the guy's in shape, sure. But that's not a qualification for the position that he's in. But they see a guy that's in shape and automatically think he's an expert on everything. And then they refer to the previous head of HHS, who they think was Rachel Levine, but it wasn't, by the way. They just fell for a Facebook meme. And they're like, well, do you think an overweight trans woman knows more? And again, Rachel Levine was not the head of HHS, by the way, so they fell for misinformation. But two, how you look does not determine your knowledge. It does not determine your education, right? Just because I know plenty of in-shape dudes who know shit about nothing, right? They're just like, they don't know much, right? That doesn't make you an expert.
Yep.
So
it's
just based on how somebody looks.
I completely agree. And someone said they thought it was a shark. No, there was a lot of confusion around it. It was not a shark. It was actually a whale. It was a whale that washed up on shore. So it was not a shark. It was a whale. But this is the person that they've made the head of, or the face of, like, trying to make America healthy again. And let me be clear about this. Republicans, people on the right, when Michelle Obama tried to make your kids eat healthier in school, you lost your shit. You literally lost your mind because Michelle Obama wanted to take junk food out of school, wanted to take unhealthy vending machines out of school, and you guys lost your minds.
Yep.
And now you guys are saying, oh, no one has ever done this before. RFK Jr. is the one that's trying to make us healthy again, when literally Michelle Obama wanted to give your kids salads and you lost your shit.
By the way, I don't know if anybody of you know who Scientific Snitch is. She was in the comments. She's a friendly though, but she knows a lot about these things. She's really, really educated on sort of this topic. So I do recommend, I don't know if you know who she is, but I think I recommend people follow her because she really knows a lot about this. But anyways, one thing I do want to mention about RFK, and there's this, sometimes I see from people on the left mention this. I don't think they have bad intentions. They mention how he was or is a substance addict, right? Or how he dealt with issues in the past.
I was gonna go to that because he was definitely an H-head.
Well,
for what, 14 years?
Specific on the topic of raw milk, Scientific Snitch. Yeah, for sure. But no, anyways, I just want to make sure we don't shame somebody. Scientific Snitch, she just made a comment in the comments. But anyways, I want to make sure that we don't shame somebody for being an addict, right? However, though, obviously, if you're currently dealing with issues, you're probably not in a position to be offering advice to somebody else. But listen, I've dealt with addiction, I don't know, throughout my life. So it's sort of like a personal thing for me that, like, we don't shame somebody because they've dealt with that. Right. So I just want to make sure that we don't necessarily do those things.
Yeah.
Just talking to those on the left.
I completely agree. And while I'll say this, excuse me, I'm not shaming him because he's an addict.
Yeah, and I didn't think you were. I'm just saying.
No. I didn't think you were saying that. I'm saying I'm not shaming him because he's an addict or was an addict. Or currently, right? Because the thing about addiction is like you never actually get over addiction. You're just dealing with it day to day.
Yep.
And like that's what people live their lives going through those addictions on day to day, and it's one day after the next and fighting that struggle. And I commend each and every person that does that.
Yeah.
The point that I'm trying to make is that when you take a look at the sum total of RFK Jr., his character, his history, the things that he's actively engaged in, you can also talk about him perpetuating a measles outbreak in America Samoa, right? Like all of these things line up to say that he is a harmful person and he is not someone that we should be going to for medical advice. That's my point.
Yep. Oh, I agree.
So
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. But MAGA, that's who you guys decide to support. And it's really weird. Like it's really weird. But you know what? There's other people that I want to talk about as well, because I think, you know, the thing that I was thinking about earlier is that a lot of people let the people around Trump off the hook. And Donald Trump is harmful, but Donald Trump enables even more harmful people. I want to talk about Russell Vought and why Donald Trump lied about Project 2025. Donald Trump lied about not knowing anything about Project 2025. And for some reason, MAGA, you guys won. You guys were so pissed off at us when we were telling you guys that Project 2025 was the plan. When Kamala Harris was ringing the bell about Project 2025, you told us that we were fear-mongering and he had nothing to do with Project 2025. That's what you told us.
Exactly.
And now, not only after Donald Trump became president, that he hired multiple people that worked on Project 2025, including his most recent pick for labor secretary. The head of the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, which now he's had to pull his nomination. He's not even going to be, but he was a economist for the Heritage Foundation, and he worked on Project 2025. Donald Trump has openly admitted that he's bringing in Russell Vought, one of the co-authors of Project 2025. And their premise is while the government is shut down, he wants Russell Vought to find as much ways as they can cut government programs, government social safety nets, like all these harmful things that they can do. But again, my point was Project 2025 was always the plan. And MAGA, you guys told us that we were fear-mongering. You told us we were wrong. You told us we were fear-mongering.
Yeah. But now the goalpost is going to be moved. Now it's, well, he has something to do with it, but it's not that bad. Or it's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
So
they're definitely going to start saying it's a good thing. Yeah. W's in the chat again for Cinda. Thank you so fucking much, Cinda. Guys, 1 million W's in the chat for Cinda, who sent a $25 donation saying, from our teenager, he wants to thank you for helping him see the reality of what's happening in our government. And thank you for also your time, research, and knowledge that you put into this. Listen, Cinda, first and foremost, thank you so much for the 25. Tell your teenager I said thank you for the 25. I appreciate you. W's in the chat for the teenager. You're freaking awesome. With that being said, that makes me happy. That makes me happy because I think that having these conversations with young people is so important. I think having this conversation with everyone is so important, but like this is the thing that I say about young people. And this is really why I want like young people to really engage and listen. And that's why like some of the young people that are content creators that are on this app, like I like promote them so heavy. They're the future, right? This is their country. And so for the people that are like teenagers or in their early 20s or whatever, like you guys should be the ones with the loudest voices right now.
Yep.
And the reason why I say that is because you have 60, 70, 80-year-old people making decisions that they won't see come to reality, but it's going to affect you for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
You guys should be yelling about the environmental regulations that they're rolling back. The fact that they're willing to pollute the water and the air when they maybe have 10, 20 years left of breathing this air and drinking this water, and you guys have 50, 60, maybe 70 years ahead of you of drinking this water and the air, like you guys should be yelling at the top of your lungs about that.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they are doing things like deregulating the housing market to allow corporations to buy up all the houses, you guys, yes, you're teenagers right now. You're in your early 20s. You're not thinking about buying a house. But what happens in 10 years, 20 years when you're trying to buy a house and you can't buy one because they're all owned by corporations because Donald Trump deregulated the housing market? Like this, the Donald Trump is implementing, this administration is implementing things that they'll never see come to fruition, but they will harm the young people in the future. And that's why the young people should be standing up, screaming at the top of your lungs, like, you can't allow this to happen. They're harming you and your future. I don't know, Doug. I don't know.
How do you see the midterms going? What are your thoughts about that?
So this is the reason I worry about the midterms, not because I don't think the Democrats won't win. I think I'm someone that's fair, right? I'm super fair. I don't mind actually holding the Democratic Party to task. Yeah. Because I believe if the Democrats, fuck up, then we need to call it out. I don't believe that anyone, I've said this a million times, I don't care if you have a D by your name, an R by your name, or I by your name. You are a public servant. You work for us. And if you're not doing the things that actually benefit the American people, then you need to go. And that's just how I feel. For sure. With that being said, I think the Democrats will win the House. I don't know about the Senate. I kind of doubt it, but I think the Democrats are going to fall ass backwards into power, which is going to be harmful. And this is why I say it's going to be harmful. Not harmful in the sense of like stopping some of the evil things that Trump is trying to implement, yes. But also the Democratic Party hasn't done anything to win votes. Like their whole, Donald Trump has been running for 10 years now, and the Democratic Party, their message for 10 years has been orange man bad. Mm-hmm. And they're not listening to their voters. They're not trying to actually be proactive and implement things that are beneficial. They're not even trying to lean into the popular people in their party, like Mondani, like AOC, like I always mess up her name. What's her name from Minnesota? Elman Omar.
Yeah.
Elhan Omar. I always mess up her name.
Or whatever.
Yes. Yes. But they're not trying to actually do any of those things as far as being beneficial, because they want to hold on to status quo. Ilhan Omar. Yes.
Okay.
And so you have people like Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, who sitting down having meetings with Donald Trump about not shutting down the government, and they're not adequate leaders.
Nope.
Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries do not meet the moment, and they shouldn't be the head of the Democratic Party.
They're not doing enough. They think saying strongly worded letters is enough, right? Like come on, like you need to do a little more than that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why the Democratic Party has a low approval or favorability rating, right? And Republicans love to point that out. But the reason is because a lot of people on the left are not approving. They don't think they're doing enough.
Exactly.
Right? And I acknowledge people on the left, and I think that's a great thing that they can criticize their own party. But I said this on my lives before. There's a reason why Mandami or Bernie were and are so popular. It's because they talk about the issues your average person gives a fuck about. They talk about rent. They talk about healthcare. They talk about the day-to-day things, and they're just being themselves, right? Whereas a lot of Democrats today, you can tell they're very superficial. You can tell that they're saying, well, we're just not Trump. And I'm sorry, that's not enough, right? We have to talk about the issues. Like, it's not enough to say we're not the other party. You have to have something that people want and people like. And if we're not having that, then we're not going to do well.
Yeah, no, I agree. And like something that I've stated like multiple times over and over and over is the fact that they not only do they have to support the people that are popular in the party, but they need to actually have something that they believe in. And I've said this a million times. So Donald Trump spent $215 million in his 2024 campaign to perpetuate misinformation and disinformation about transgender people. Less than 1% of the population. He spent $215 million on that. And the Democratic Party took forever to respond to it and to call out the fact that it's a lie. and to say like this stuff that Trump is not pushing, that Trump is pushing is not the truth. And them taking so long has such a negative impact on not only the transgender community, where you see they're being persecuted today, they're still being villainized today, but you see how the right controls the narrative and controls the message.
They do.
And that's why all these Trump supporters keep parroting all these things that aren't true about transgender people while not even knowing transgender people. And it's easy to
100%.
make them the boogeyman. The
Democrats
Democratic Party needs a message, and they need to actually be able to portray that message and get it out.
They're too scared. They were too scared to talk. Like Harris and many other Democrats are too scared to talk about some of those topics because they think it's going to bring them down or it's going to hurt their chances. I think it's quite the opposite. You need to embrace these issues, and there's a reason why there was people on the left that weren't thrilled about voting for her, because she wasn't willing to talk about the issues that people care about. She wasn't willing to talk about human rights. And contrary to popular belief, people love saying the Democrats has gone so far left, they need to go more to the center. I disagree. They need to go further to the left, right? Republicans have gone further to the right. It's worked for them. Clearly, us going to the left would be beneficial. And again, AOC and Bernie and all of them, they're further to the left than the average Democrat. They're popular. People like them. Maybe we should take a page from their book.
Yeah, and I agree. Like I've said that a million times. Like, the Democratic Party did not lean into the things that make them special. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And what supposedly make them special is that they care about human life, they care about human rights, they care about equality, they care about progression, they care about making things better for everyday Americans, and they didn't do that. Like, if you want to win votes, if you want to win those votes for people on the right or even people in the middle, you stand up and you say, hey, healthcare is too expensive. No one should be going into debt for healthcare. I want to provide healthcare for you. You know what? People aren't making enough money. No one's making enough money. I'm going to raise the minimum wage for you. Like, you directly talk to those people and let them know, like, hey, all these things that would be beneficial, I want to do these things for you. But they don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you have to do. Kamala Harris didn't do that. Beyonce dropped Mike. Listen, I voted for Kamala Harris. I did. And I don't even necessarily blame her for not doing it, but she didn't. Now, maybe things would have been different for Kamala if she had more than 107 days to run, which like sucked. And then also if she had her own team, which she didn't. Like, literally, she had to take over Biden's team.
Yeah.
But Kamala Harris, the most progressive thing that I would say that she stood on was a two-state solution for what's happening in Gaza. Right? That's way further than any politician was willing to say or do. Well, most, not any, most. But like, Kamala Harris was very conservative with a lot of things that she said. And there's a lot of things that she could have said and a lot of things she could have leaned into, which, again, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. Right? I mean, like, I think there's a lot of things that were left on the table. And if she had like a full term to run and all this other stuff, maybe she would lean into the progressive ideas that she had back in 2020. But this platform that she ran on this most recent election, not on, like, she never talked to, and people always say, oh, she talked about the queer community and she talked about being Black. She didn't talk about anyone, neither one of those. She never brought up the fact that she wanted to be the first Black woman president. That was Donald Trump that talked about race. She never advocated for the queer community. That was the Republican Party that put that on her and said that she did. She never did any of those things.
Yeah.
Like, she could have done those things. Like, doing those things would be beneficial. And I think that's whoever's going to be the candidate in 2028, they have to stand on those things.
I agree. They need to practice by talking about their policies without mentioning Trump. And I get you have to mention them, of course, right? But maybe they should tone that down a little bit and just going back to what we said, just talk about the issues that people give a fuck about.
Yeah.
You're not going to attract people. You're not going to gain new voters. I understand what they were trying to do by having Liz Cheney run along with her and trying to appeal to the moderate Republicans, but that didn't work out. Clearly, like it just didn't. You know, that's not going to get
like,
the main reason, because a lot of people on the left didn't vote. Having Cheney run along with you is not going to get far left people to want to vote for her.
Yeah, no, and like I agree. Like again, I think that it boils down to the amount of time that she had and what she had to work with, and I think that she did the best that she could while trying to run that race. And even like I see Dr. Steele put in the comments said that she was huge for the queer community while in Cali. Yeah, like I know for a fact that Kamala Harris is someone that vehemently and adamantly supports the queer community. But that's not something that she ever got around to within that 107 days. And I can say that for multiple factors. But my point being is that whoever is going to run for the Democratic Party in 2028, we need more AOCs and Mamdanis and less Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumers.
100%.
And even though Gavin Newsom is directly pushing back on Donald Trump right now, which I appreciate that, but Gavin Newsom is not the answer.
Nope.
Gavin, the comments that he made about the transgender community when he had Charlie Kirk on his podcast, I will not forget those.
Yep.
Like I won't forget those. And then also, even the most recent comments that he made while saying, "Oh, Donald Trump is a socialist." Like I get what you were trying to say, right? We're talking about Intel and Donald Trump trying to get parts of private companies and mingle that with the government. Like I get all of that, but you trying to perpetuate this socialism is a bad thing. Like literally,
that's not
I think we need more socialism because people need help, people need protections, and we should be able to provide those things as the richest country on earth.
But here's the issue, Santana. You need a messenger, right? So like I firmly believe between Democrats and Republicans that Democrats have the policies that are much, much better, much more favorable for the average American, bar none, of course. However, if we don't have somebody to put that message out there, then it means nothing. And that's a reason why Republicans, specifically MAGA, have been successful, is because they have somebody who obviously I don't like at all, but he's good at getting their message across Trump, right? And they would be nowhere without Trump because their policies suck. But he's really good at relaying it to them, right? And so Democrats need somebody that can just speak to the average person and be somewhat charismatic about it, right? You don't have that, and then your policies mean jack shit.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And like the thing that I love in like Mamdani, right, in New York, the fact that like he doesn't mince words. He actually leans into the things that he believes in. And the moment that I knew he had me is when like they were doing the debate and it was a bunch of different people running and they said, "Hey, if you're elected mayor of New York, where's your first stop going to be?" And the stock answer was Israel. Everyone, "Oh, we're going to go to the Holy Land, Israel. We're going to go to Israel." And Mamdani was like, "Why would I go to Israel? Like I have Jewish people here in New York. I can meet with the Jewish people here in New York. I don't need to go to Israel. I want to work for New York." And then they immediately tried to flip it on him and say, "Oh, did you guys hear? He said he wouldn't go to Israel." And he was like, "Yeah, why would I need to go there? Like that's Israel. This is I'm the mayor of New York, not the mayor of Israel."
Would make sense. Yeah.
Exactly. And so him being able to stand up and say those things and say like, "Hey, yeah, I do think that we should tax the wealthy more. They need to help pay more." Like, yes, I believe in rent control across the board. Like being able to stand up and say those things, and then not only being able to stand up and say those things, but then how the Democrat Party, the establishment like Hakeem Jeffries, doesn't support him. Like, how do you have a superstar and you say, "Well, I don't support him"? It's because their pockets are being lined by APEC, just like the Republican parties is being lined by APEC.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's what it is. You get money out of politics, and that's the only way you get it.
Yep.
Anyway, Doug, I think we're gonna have to call it because I don't think the Trump supporters got it in them today.
No worries, man.
I think I'm gonna take a break. I might come back later if you guys are available. I might.
Cool. No, this is good timing. I'm gonna go to my sister's and hang out with my niece and nephew.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Thank you for coming up, Doug. I appreciate you.
Santana, thank you, man. It was a great time.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
All right, man. Take care.
Yep. Hey, chat. Question for you. If I come back later, will you guys come back later too? What's my opinion on Jasmine Crockett? I think Jasmine Crockett is a superstar. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Doug was saying that we need a mouthpiece. Fucking Jasmine Crockett. Put Jasmine Crockett in front of every single mic and let her go. Erica's a hater. Put Jasmine Crockett in front of every single mic and let her go. She started doing like these TikToks. Apparently, it's going to be her thing called Clock It with Crockett. Put her in front of every single mic and let her go off. Easy. Easy. Let her go. Anyway, guys, if I come back later, will you guys come back? If I take a little siesta and then come back and see if we can shake some trees loose, maybe because it is Saturday and you know, there's college football and they're watching college football and they're drinking, and maybe they'll be willing to come back later. So if I come back later, you guys will come back later? Yeah. Yeah. What about YouTubes? Would you guys come back later too? Okay. Go ahead and hit that follow button, guys. If you see the word follow up at the top, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. This is also the backup. I do debates on the backup as well. Hit the follow button on the backup as well. Make sure you're following the backup. Make sure you're following the main. Make sure you're following over on the YouTubes. Yeah, I might take a little siesta, and then I think what I might do is go MAGA hunting. Look, really important, guys, follow the backup right here, right now. I'll probably go MAGA hunting on the backup. That's what I think I'll do. So follow the backup, right? And I think I'll go MAGA hunting on the backup and try to shake some trees loose. Try to like kick the hornet's nest and stir them up a little bit. And then I'll go live again later and they'll see the backup and they'll be like, oh, I'm going to come and, you know, show him up or da-da-da-da-da-da. So if you guys want to see me MAGA hunting, follow the backup. That's what we'll do. And then I'll go live later. I shouldn't do it, but I'm curious. User, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh my God, I didn't want to join.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No worries. Somebody was stalking my page. That's what it was. They were stalking the page. Name was user. It's following one thing. Anyway, let's get out of here.
You stepped in the box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs
you were a
here.
lurker.
You better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this is war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe.
Guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. Listen, I'll be back later. I'm more than positive. Hey, thank you for the Mystic. I appreciate you. I'll be back later. We'll get active again. I'm not done for today. It's early. We're just getting started. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for hanging out here. Guys, thank you for all the likes, the taps, the gifts, the shares. Thank you guys for just showing up. You all are absolutely amazing. Without you, there's no way I could do any of this. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Santana, do you record your MAGA hunting on YouTube? No, I normally don't. Maybe, I don't know. I normally don't put it on the tubes, but maybe. Anyway, I love you guys. I will see you all later. You all are amazing. Joey, I sent a request for you to come up earlier, Joey, when I was talking to the other guy. You didn't join me. I don't know. I'll send you the DM when I do, Joey. So anyway, guys, I love you all. I will catch you all later. And as always,